All right, what is up, YouTube? How are you guys? We are glad to be with you guys.
Yo,
what is up? We are getting everything set up and going. Jake, if you want to send out the links to everybody. Also, for anyone,
phones on silent.
For anybody,
I'll throw it out there. Fun fact.
Anybody-
Sapphire just posted it. The minute you went live,
dang,
Yeah.
that's cool.
they
drops.
posted on
So speaking of Sapphire,
Discord.
because apparently Lindsay hates her,
She's very jealous.
She's
I'm very jealous.
Sapphire is our assistant or whatever you want to call it in our Discord. We now have a Discord up and going. So
Does
if
that
you guys
cost
She
money?
will watch you.
Does that cost money, or does that just come with it?
Free.
No, it's a bot. It's a bot.
She's a
thing
free
with
assistant.
Discord.
Well, that's
It's
cool.
AI, bro.
It's not
Yeah,
AI.
it's cool.
It's not AI.
I mean,
What would you call it then?
AI.
It's an algorithm that, or
Algorithm.
an algorithm is more accurate.
Starts with an A.
Algorithm
It counts.
intelligence.
That's
AI.
not what AI stands for.
Algorithm
Does it do
intelligence,
machine learning?
AI.
Is there any machine learning tasks that are happening? Is it using a large language model?
Probably.
I don't know these questions. It's named Sapphire.
I didn't
It's
tell
I
you what
guar-
it
Would
I
is.
can tell
Jarvis?
you. I can tell you it's not.
Can we customize the name?
Would Friday?
I don't know.
That would be
Can we
wild if we
customize
can
it?
customize the name.
That would be kind of cool, actually. Well, if we can rename the other people in there, we might be able to rename it. I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea.
Whose phone's on?
So dumb.
Mine
Someone's
is
phone
down.
on.
Someone's is on.
Not mine.
It's not me this time. Oh, there's a bug in my drink.
Protein.
So dumb.
Chug, 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 chug.
Found it.
You're like Tarzan.
Why is it so spicy?
It was like a bunch of pepper.
What?
I don't know. All right.
Jeff
So
is the
yeah, just Jake,
Getting
let me
there.
know when
Jeff
you
is
are.
the
Getting there.
ag-
We're close.
Actual
We're
like
close.
foot
Okay.
taller
Anybody
than
wants
me.
to make any comments about the race, drop them in the chat. We'll probably circle back to them at some point in
Yep.
time.
Either jump them in the chat or yeah,
Jump
like I
them.
said.
Jump them in the chat.
Do we know if Lindsay's watching, or can we send a link to the Discord in the YouTube chat?
Maybe.
Can one of you guys do that?
Say
Wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait. Say that again?
Send a link to the Discord.
Why? Why not just join through Instagram?
Or I don't know.
Can I just?
Not that we're Instagram live, but are we Instagram?
So you just
No.
want me to
Okay.
repost?
Go to
the link?
YouTube.
Share the link to our Discord.
Oh, I can do that.
Copy me
Jake,
the link.
just stop. Just stop.
Bruh.
Just stop, bro. We're done.
I'm just
Brett.
trying to be difficult.
I can tell. You're so
All right,
good at it.
That's a little rude. No, but for anybody that doesn't know, we did,
I did the
start
thing.
our
Thank you,
Discord this week, so that's pretty
Yep.
exciting. It is a community for race fans by race fans.
For
Yep.
race fans. No one else.
The whole idea
Yes,
is
sir.
that it's going to have, we'll have content in there from us. We'll have content in there from probably other people as well, other creators even possibly.
Well, everybody can pretty much comment and send stuff on all the channels. We have a bunch for like NASCAR rumors. If you like to drop memes like Matt's doing them all the time. If you
Yeah,
got funny
it's my
stuff
life.
you see,
Yeah, there's tons of channels.
The Discord, here for the Speed Discord, it's in the chat, in the YouTube chat. So feel free to join.
Sweet.
There's no paywall. There's no nothing. It's for
No,
race
it's-
fans
it's
by
20
race
bucks.
fans.
Submit
That's all
your
it is.
$20 a
You
week.
can-
Send it to me.
You can submit your
Venmo
drafty
map.
car. You can submit your drafty car questions of the week
Yep,
in there
that's
too.
in
There's
there
a whole
too.
channel
Yep.
for that. So if you're on the Discord, you can. I mean, I think the whole point of this is to transition most of our messages and like comments and things like that.
The
to
amount
that.
of group chats
I
we
think
have
that's kind of the
so
goal.
bad.
is kind of unbelievable.
So-
that was kind of one of the main reasons
We're
why I
about
wanted
6
to.
deep right now.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
unbelievable. So,
So if you drop your stuff there, that's probably going to be the first place we're going to look.
Yeah.
The
So-
plan is to eventually get the, if they want to, which I hope they would, to get the racing for the Addicts guys in there as well. So we'll
Yep.
have hopefully multiple different podcast groups. And
They got
it's just
some
a
good
giant
ideas
community
coming
for
up.
race fans, man.
you know, we
That'd be
might
good.
be.
I am good to go,
doing some
DJ.
dragon stuff.
So you guys ready to start the actual show?
Ready,
RG.
Excuse me.
bro? Your rating is wild.
RG over here with
We'll
a
go
wow
into it.
rating.
We'll-
Let's
hey,
do this.
Actually, now that we're on here,
This guy formulating pie.
Submit your race rating. We will. We'll do ours, and then we'll share some from the comments.
I do want
react to 'em,
RG. I expect you to show your work on that. That
I want
rating.
the
Show your math.
Yeah, I want to know how you got that.
This is
All right.
this is high school math.
Y'all ready? Let's see.
Ready?
Can we? Are you going to move the chat over at all?
No.
Like, oh, okay. I just
Would you rather just watch the chat, or would you rather see yourself?
I'm
I mean,
very
I
sexy,
would rather
so-
watch
No,
the
it's
chat
fine.
personally. But
I got.
that's
I got
me.
the chat. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Okay.
Here we go. After what seems like endless cautions, We have an exciting end to the race at Watkins Glen. Chris Buescher wins after passing SVG for the win, and we're going to talk about it because we are here for the speed. What is up? My name is DJ. I'm glad to be with you guys. I'm joined by...
What's up? I'm Jacob.
Is Jeffo?
It is your local RFK, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher fan. This was a great race. I did not pick Chris Buescher. However, this was amazing. The best race I've ever seen. Watkins Glen tends to deliver. Let's talk about it. Let's jump into it.
Best
Let's go.
race ever.
That's a
No
worst
questions asked.
impersonation I've
That didn't
ever
sound
heard.
anything like him.
I was trying to sound like myself. Thank you.
But you didn't sound like you either.
Sound like Trump.
You have the only thing you have.
fumbles.
The only thing you have going for you on RFK is the Homer glasses because you are head to toe in Ross gear.
Let's go. Homer glasses. RFK was the best. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm
The
not
best
we're good.
cars, beautiful cars.
I mean,
honestly,
it is what it is.
the Chastain pick was looking pretty good at first.
It was.
Until Denny ruined our day.
It's always Denny's fault. As a Ross fan, it's
I
always
think-
Denny's fault.
What is it? Everyone says Denny delivers, right? Hey, he delivered a lot of fumbles today.
You're not
Rough day.
Oh, man. I wonder what his plan was.
So much for his plan. If you listen to his podcast, he talked about you got to average like 20-something points to like secure your way
I
through the
hope
first
he did
round.
it.
It is not
He,
going
he
well.
I guess his plan. I
I
hope
think
his-
everyone else did,
was
but
his
not
plan
him.
just make everyone worry and then win Bristol.
I mean, he probably will. I mean, he's a couple deep in a row at Bristol. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
as far as wins go, I mean, he won the spring. I think he for sure won last fall. So he's at least two, and I think he might have won the spring last year too. He's at least a couple in a row.
I couldn't.
And they're bringing. We'll go into it later, but they are bringing the same tires, so
maybe the same engine.
might be the favorite. Anyways, you guys want to rate the race?
yeah.
DJ's busy doing stuff.
I'm trying to adjust stuff.
It's
'cause
fine. That's
Jake,
good.
you wanna
DJ,
jump
leave
into
alone.
it?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? I was gonna say, why don't we start with Matt because he's the one we already know it's gonna be. Might as well get it over with.
This
So.
was a great
it's a
race.
17 out of 10.
I don't think it was a fifth third better than the last race.
a fifth third.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know. I mean, all in all, I didn't have Buescher to win the race. I thought there were better picks in that general area.
Oh, you didn't see the stats, bro.
I thought Blaney
Matt,
was
the whole
gonna do
time,
good.
he was like every stage, he's like, "Why did you pick Buescher? What did you see?"
No,
What
I
did you
did.
see?"
I mean, I
Matt was so confused.
genuinely
He was like,
wanted to know why. I
digging
didn't see
into
it.
it.
I must have missed it. But I thought Blaney was going to do good starting 21st
You know what it was?
back.
Practice 2 speeds.
10
Spicy.
laps.
Yep.
Yeah, spicy. But McDowell was there too, and I just
He
didn't
was
trust it.
he was good on the 5.
I didn't
Buescher,
trust
Buescher
it.
was good on the 5-lap average, and he was really good on the 10-lap average. I think he's first or close. No,
no,
third maybe.
Chastain
Third.
was the top the whole time. It was Chastain,
Yeah.
Chastain.
Yeah, we had a win
was
stolen
weird.
from us.
Not
really.
No.
I'd probably give this race I'd give it like a 7. It's probably a little low, but all in all, I'd think it was a 7.
All right.
Hey, that's why I gave it.
Jeff?
Man. It was a 7. It was a good. It was a
I'll give
solid
it an
7.
8. I thought that the first half of the race was a little bit of a snoozer, but I mean,
Well, the first part wasn't.
well, not the
Like,
first part,
the
but like
first two
kind
laps.
of the middle of the race. But I mean, you would expect
Yeah.
that from a road course sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
once the cars get a little bit more spread out and they're kind of focused more on strategy and saving fuel and like all saving tires and all this and that. Like, I mean, it was a little boring. We ended up talking a lot of the way through that, just kind of keeping an eye on the race, but not really it being the main focus. But I don't know. I'll give it an 8. The ending
Blaney
was great.
So
I think
7
Blaney
would you
just
say
needs to
7?
get through the first lap, and he could get a good playoff run if he can just get through the first lap. Because wasn't Darlington? He got wrecked out first lap with.
What if he wrecks that first lap at Bristol? That'd be
Golly,
wild.
man, Blaney's out at that point. Like, what do you do? Yeah, I
So
give it a 7.
you're a 7. You're an 8. DJ, my take's gonna be hot. So go ahead, DJ.
It was a 1.
Are you serious?
DJ had a
Are you
rough
for real?
race,
I had a
everybody.
really bad
Boy,
day.
okay, all right. Take
Alright,
the
okay.
bias glasses off.
I do have some bad bias classes. Out of
No,
my
DJ literally got his
so-
butt kicked.
So when it comes
in the
to fantasy,
league.
I have the record of the lowest points. I scored 10 one week, which it means nothing if you don't understand.
You are in like you might break it.
No, I know I got at least I think 6 points from Reddick's stage win. So I think, and I had SVG, so
Yeah.
I should be fine. I should
You're
get.
probably looking at
I'll have 50,
30.
maybe.
50, 60.
50, maybe,
no,
Maybe
40
50.
if that.
maybe.
Nah.
But either way,
All right, so
yeah.
real. What is it?
really,
Really?
I'd say a
Really?
6.
Ooh, y'all ain't gonna like mine.
What, a 10?
10.
A 1?
10.
10.
Is a 10.
Homer over here.
Really?
No.
Big Buescher.
What else did you want from this race? This is how I measure it. What else did you want? Some dramatic cautions.
More passing.
There was a There
More
was
fall off.
passing.
More fall off.
There was passing. The only passing that didn't happen in the front because Ross was just that fast.
Then why didn't he win?
We need better tires.
We just probably didn't have a good pit stop. It's okay. We'll get them next week.
No, Denny Hamlin happened.
Anyways, to me, in all seriousness, this is a 10. I don't want.
Howdy, JFB.
There was nothing I was watching this race where I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. We had an overtime finish, which isn't like something you have to have, but it's exciting. Was it 2? It wasn't 2. It was 1.
It was definitely 2.
No, it was
I think it was only
1.
one overtime, but there was another one right before it technically
Yeah,
went to
that
overtime.
pushed him into
I
overtime.
thought it was 2. My bad.
There was one with 9 to go.
It might be 2. You might be right.
I think it was 2.
No, because they restarted 9 to go, and then that pushed them into the actual overtime, and they ran green to the end.
There was 3 cautions.
That was
in the
also
last,
the
like, 8
12th
laps.
overtime for the season, which I think ties the record for most.
There was only
ever.
one overtime.
Okay, my bad.
First overtime.
So to me, this was a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's a dramatic last lap pass.
Get a load
Shane
of
Van
this guy.
Gisbergen missed the corner a little bit, and Busher put it to him. I mean, it's a great race. It's a 10 for me.
Got
I
a load
love-
of this guy.
I'm
Get a load
I'm
of this
honestly,
guy.
I'm
This
really
homer
shocked
over
that
here.
was a 10 for you.
This is the best
What
race
else?
of the year
What
for Jake.
okay. What were y'all missing from this race?
The
Passing,
whole
tire
entire
fall.
middle of the race.
There was strategy.
You weren't watching
No.
it.
Yes, I was.
I doubt
The
that.
fact
There
that-
was tire strategy. Are you going to flip the stage and you're not going to flip the stage? Like, what are you going to do?
And the
It's all
guys
set
that
it up.
didn't flip the stage still were running away from everybody. SVG and
Okay,
Ross.
I will
Okay.
say the tire fall off was not what I expected
Yeah, that's my problem with
for
it.
sure.
The 4 seconds of fall off to me was like what?
No, that
1 or 2?
wasn't existent. I feel like it was 2 seconds at most.
At best. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I saw that from practice yesterday. So like I already
I
knew
didn't
that
watch
kind of
practice,
going
so
into
yeah.
today. So like to me, like I knew the major fall off wasn't going to be a thing. So like that's why I was like, okay, considering all factors that we had, like this was a great race.
Pause
Was
your
it
moment.
was it not a great race? Yes or no?
No, it was good.
It was solid.
I thought Atlanta was better. in my
Maybe I'm just a
opinion.
homer for Watkins Glen. I love
Well,
Watkins.
that is true.
Here, put on the glasses.
Yeah.
Put on upside down. Upside down.
I know
That's
what
the
to
key.
do.
There you go.
Watkins Glen is the best race. We should hold rallies at Watkins Glen. I love Watkins Glen, and it's been disappointing for the last couple of years.
I didn't
So, like to
expect
me,
that.
I feel like Watkins Glen came back to form this weekend.
I didn't expect that Trump impersonation to be solid.
That
never
was
seen
my
him do
first
it.
try.
That was actually pretty good.
I got a problem with this RG guy over here saying it went up because there was a tire in Brad's window. All right, listen, RG, we're gonna have a problem over here. I don't think you understand. I'm a RFK Brad Keselowski fan. All right, so we're gonna have to throw hands, keyboard warrior style. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Brad had a good look at the tire fall off at the end. That's it.
good.
Comment,
That right there, that
comment
is
of
a-
the day.
that
He
is
knows,
a-
he knows what Byron's tire wear was.
Too bad he had damage, man. He probably could have taken advantage of it. But
Hey,
oh,
listen,
that's funny. That's a
if
good
Brad
one.
finishes a road course, we're good.
That's the
It's a
comment of the week
solid
so
win.
far.
So
gotta
in the
beat that one.
ballpark with the rest of you guys, RG gives it an 8.3 and a bunch of numbers. Again, we still want to see your math on that. You went too far. You got to show your work. And then
Typical Byron
JFB
fan.
also
I will.
gives it
I
an
will.
8.
I will give RG credit. It is the same number from before, and with as many numbers as there was, I was expecting it to be a different number. So props. He must actually have it. Like
He did the math.
He actually does have the math to back this up.
Anyways,
All right, DJ, what do you got?
what's next?
We had a race.
So who won? Chris Busher.
Chris Busher
That's
won.
pretty exciting.
That was exciting. I mean,
didn't
I'm
have
happy
that.
for Chris. I mean,
I was the only one that saw that coming.
you
Nobody
Nate-
else picked him in the fantasy league.
Nate.
Oh, Nate. But Nate picks at random, so it don't count.
That's true.
I feel like Nate picks from the picks that are already been picked from other people. He just goes through the chat. It's like, all right, I'm going to pick this one.
Are
and
you
this
calling him a
Homer.
what is that when they
sniper?
somebody no okay easy when somebody steals other people's
I didn't
work.
mean it like that, but like stream sniping.
No,
like,
no, when people
that's
steal
what I was
other people's
thinking.
work.
Copycat.
No.
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying he's a plagiarist fantasy league picker?
plagiarist?
So sounds wrong.
I mean,
plagiarist.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Watch your kids. He's a plagiarist.
Yeah, I help.
Anyway, no, yeah, I mean, I wasn't that surprised. So I listened. You listened to Dirty Modo this week?
No.
Chris Busher was a hammer bet for a top 10 because the betting lines totally missed him. So if you had him for the win, holy crap, you probably killed because it was a great bet for a top 10.
Yeah, Jake did good. He had Busher and McDowell.
I
That
had
was kinda crazy.
three top 7 and then Reddick who kept getting wrecked.
That must.
Yeah,
be
that was
nice.
pretty good.
I had Blaney.
Yeah, but you
switched.
got
Our-
a top
my only
seven
big
with
difference was
like
Blaney.
people you wouldn't normally pick.
Yeah.
Like Busher and McDowell.
I had
It's like,
Busher,
ooh.
McDowell, and Chastain.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
pretty
wait.
wild.
Reddick was the only playoff driver I picked.
Yeah,
Wild.
that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
That was probably safe.
So with that being said, with this race, going into the final overtime, I don't know, like with what else happened. I don't think anything else. Nothing comes to mind. 11 out of 16 playoff drivers had drama or were involved in an incident today. Like,
Yeah, that was
holy
wild.
crap.
Wow, what
That's
a
a lot.
stat.
So can we say, like, these road courses, like Watkins Glen and the Roval, like, are they a wild card?
100%.
Oh, of course
Not
not.
a
less.
wild
How
card
could you
winner, but a
not?
wild card you might get in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
I think that's
fair.
fair.
I would
I
not have
went-
expected that coming into this race.
So personally, I went off of traditional Watkins Glen. You qualify up front, you're gonna finish up front.
Yeah.
That's what I went off of. I picked Chastain and SVG because Truex has had a lot of problems. I'm done picking him for the year.
No, he already gave up.
Yeah, he was done. So I was like,
There's
SVG,
a lot of good fishing in
Ross,
Watkins Glen.
boom. They were 1-2 the whole race, right? We were coming down to the wire, last lap. SVG does his move, gets in front, and then he misses the
SVG
corner.
on that restart killed.
He played a
He
Tyler
went out
Reddick.
there, rubbed up the
hit the
17.
wall.
Good job on. I mean, that initial restart was great by SVG. He's a cup driver.
He needed to do that.
cup driver for sure. He
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
He has his elbows out.
Well, yeah, because
You know what I mean?
I want to talk about it a little bit. It was the Xfinity race. The entire league decided this man is not winning the race and decided to bully him.
Yeah,
so
bro got
he's
bullied
like, all
hard.
right, fine, I'm not doing that again.
4 in a row was too many.
Yeah.
We will stop you at 3.
No, there was a point where, like, in that Xfinity race that I literally thought, like, did they have a meeting? Did, like, all the drivers were like, listen, we can't let this guy
Yeah,
win again.
Probably
and,
Discord.
and
It was probably our Discord. I
Not
apologize.
good for the brand.
yeah. Anyways,
Get this Red Bull driver out of here.
stage 1. What do we got?
So in stage 1, we have Hamlin, Bush, Blaney, Bell, and I think there was a couple of others that were involved in a wreck on lap 1 in the bus stop. Blaney, this is something I definitely want to talk about. So
Stenhouse was definitely in it.
Stenhouse was as well.
He destroyed the camera.
That's true. Blaney was told that because he couldn't drive the car back. NASCAR told him he was done, and Blaney gets out of the car very upset because Blaney always gets mad.
I don't.
And
Can we
says-
stop on? Oh, good.
So
Good,
Blaney
sorry.
says that if you have 4 flat tires and you get towed back to your thing, you couldn't make it back to pit road. So what's the difference between him not being able to steer?
All right. So,
so-
here's the thing.
I
Blaney's
think
in
it's
his.
a valid argument.
Blaney's
I
in
think
his
NASCAR's
feelings.
got a very gray rule there.
I
No.
think so.
I don't think it's that. I don't think this is not even gray. This is black and white.
All right, elaborate.
So this is the first time we've seen one of the steering components fail.
Yep.
Right? There is no way you're going to get in there with all these hood cowls and all these things they have inside that hood, the louvers. There's no way you're going to get in there and fix this in
I
6
agree.
minutes.
I
No
agree.
shot.
But how do you know what it is though?
But how do you know?
at this point? Like after he wrecks and he's stuck on
Okay,
a
so
toe.
he didn't break one of the toe.
Toe
God.
links.
You don't know that?
Toe link. Thank you. He didn't break a toe link.
You don't know that?
Yes, you do because
How?
you can see when the toe link breaks because one wheel's straight and the other one's hanging out here.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's some
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
cross-eyed-
Yeah. I
You know
got
what I'm
you. I
saying?
got
Like,
you.
nah,
like
like-
what happened to Hamlin. I got you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if the toe link breaks, they know how to fix that. The steering column, there's no way you're fixing that in 6 minutes. There's no
But-
way. You
but-
cannot get in the hood of those cars
Okay.
that easily to get down to where that goes down. The steering column goes down in between the driver's knees. So
Right.
imagine where the driver's sitting, you're already at knee
Jake,
level.
please stop doing that motion.
Easy.
Anyways, imagine how far that is
I wasn't
down
gonna
there.
say nothing
You're
about
just not going to be able to get down there. What I do think is super weird, he really didn't take that hard of a hit and it broke. That's pretty wild.
Must have been really loose.
See, but
He must have been turning or something at the same time he got hit square against a wheel or something to snap something. But to me, there's no, even if it's like a coupling or something down low, there's no way you're going to
but
get down there
okay,
and
but
fix
at
it.
least
No
give
shot.
it. Why not at least give him the chance?
you can't.
You can't.
Why not?
They have a rule. If you have all 4 flat tires because of this low sidewall profile on this tire, they will
All
take
right.
you back to
What
the
about
road.
if you can't get your car started after a caution, after a red flag?
They said they will push you. You
said
cannot steer the race car. You are broken.
You can't steer a race car with 4 flat tires
He's
either.
turning the wheel and it's just spinning.
Okay. Now question.
Are you really racing anymore?
Question.
I don't know. Maybe it's
You're
just
done.
the steering wheel is not indexed.
The wheel
Or
brakes-
maybe NASCAR is smarter than the rest of us about how this car is put together and they know he's done.
Maybe, but just why not put him on the clock? At least give him the chance to, like, if it is a simple fix, he can fix it and still save his
There's
day.
no way it is
He's
a
the
simple
playoff.
fix.
But what if
If
it
it
is?
happened outside of a wreck and it just happened during the race, would he be able to fix it and come back on?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the difference?
He was in a wreck.
But what? That makes no sense.
That's the rule.
But it makes no sense.
He's in a wreck. He had damage. He had to be towed
Oh, he
back.
got hit during a caution. He wasn't in the wreck.
No, he got.
He wasn't the wreck. He was
was
not the cause of the caution. He was hit.
No, he was
during,
involved in the caution.
No, he wasn't.
And he could have kept all
he
his
got
spots
hit.
if he could steer.
You can't even argue this. You know he got hit under caution.
No,
He was not involved in the
Absolutely
wreck.
not. They go through the bus stop, and he, as they're going through the carousel, he's trying to turn right, and he just goes straight off into the carousel.
After the caution was called.
No, that's not true. The
100%
caution
true.
was called because of Blaney was
No, it
stuck
was
on the.
not.
No, you're wrong.
RG, he did
It was
not.
or-
they
it-
did
You're
not give
wrong.
him his
That's
7
It's
minutes.
not true.
They all drove away from the accident,
pretty
and
sure
we're all
Kyle
like,
Busch
"Where's
was
the caution?"
backwards.
Kyle Busch was sideways or
there was no
backwards.
Denny
caution.
Hamlin had a broken toe leg. Like
There
you
was
said.
no caution. He was driving away, and then
Wrong.
when they threw the yellow, what'd they do? What was the next camera shot? As soon as they threw the yellow,
Probably
Ryan
Denny
Blaney
Hamlin.
sitting stuck with no steering.
No, it was all
right,
Denny
whatever.
Hamlin.
You're
I'm
wrong.
telling you, man.
JFB said, remember when Chase was the road course guy? Is it Chase, the team, or both?
Chase in the car.
Probably
It's not a
Chase.
good match on the road
different
course.
car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was road
Everyone
course
blames
king
this
in Gen
Alan
6.
Gufferson guy. I think it's his fault.
Gufferson.
Yeah, just blame that guy.
Gufferson. This Gufferson.
He seems to
dude.
be the problem with Chase.
Yeah.
No, I just my argument with the whole thing is like, why not at least give him the 7 minutes? And if it's like, hey, you can't fix it, okay, cool. But at least
So
That's
the
not the
option.
rule.
I want to
But
throw it in there.
why isn't
RG.
that
Okay,
rule?
so if you
Why-
wreck on the backstretch and you have contact and your car is destroyed, they don't tow you back and let you fix it. If you wreck and you can't get back, you can't. If you spin out and flatten all 4 tires, they will take you back to pit road because of the way this car with the small profile on the sidewalls, they will let you go back
So
to pit
why?
road.
Okay, let's just say hypothetically,
But that would
if
cause a caution, so it's a wreck.
you have. Let's just say you have someone that wrecks
But your
their
car does not have physical damage.
You don't. You could.
Okay.
You could
But
hit
what,
the wall.
what if your car?
I know it's like
It's
a little
gray,
bit
bro.
complicated and
It's
you're really
really
struggling to
long.
understand it, but it's okay.
No, I am because I think
All
it's
3
dumb.
of you.
I think.
it's okay.
I think Ryan
I didn't
Blaney,
say
who's a professional race car driver,
You're with them. No.
guilty by association.
No, I mean I kind of see what you're saying a little bit, but to me it's a moot point because there's no way you're fixing it.
RG's got great questions.
I mean,
here, even though he
maybe.
doesn't like Brad.
I just think it's one of those things that like, why not at least let him try? Especially being that he's a playoff driver.
You're
This
not
is-
going to fix it.
But let them try.
But you're in a wreck. You have damage from a wreck and you can't get back.
You don't know that he wasn't involved
Okay.
in the wreck.
But again,
He was.
why can't they just say?
No.
Why can't? Now I understand that that's the way the rules are.
dumb.
But I'm saying, why can't the rules say something along the lines of, if you get towed back, you have to go straight to the garage, and if you get 7 minutes or whatever the clock thing is, and if they can't fix it, they're done. But at least they get
That's not the
option.
rules. That's
I'm-
never been the rule.
I understand
If you
that.
are
I'm
wrecked,
saying, why can't the
NASCAR
rules
has
be that?
never been that.
But why not? What does it matter? What's the worst that happens? He goes out and he's not competitive?
That's just not how it works.
I know, but I'm saying, why not? Why can't it be that way? I'm
Because it's never been that
I'm
way.
proposing a rule change, Jacob.
I don't like it.
Sounds
You
about
know
right.
what? They'll take away
Let
your
me
win
guess.
even if you don't break.
But
a
if it was
rule,
Ross,
so.
yeah.
Let me guess. You want the numbers back too?
Facts.
Just
I
shut
mean,
up.
depends on the paint scheme.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? It depends on if he was in a wreck or not. Whether
Teams
this
should have the
the
option to be in the
conversation
middle
matters.
or in the front.
All right. JFB SVG congratulates Busher in victory lane. SVG
That's
is
cool.
a good sports.
Can I bring that up
He
actually real
roughly
quick?
Can we?
Can I
yeah.
bring that up when you said the numbers
Yeah.
thing? I think that should only be implemented during throwback weekend. Put the numbers in the back in the center
That'd
of
be
the
cool.
car for
I'd be okay
that
with
weekend alone. I think it's deserved.
I bet you that would look
At least
weird.
you scratch the itch for all the fans that still
Exactly.
miss it. You know,
Put it back in the center.
that's a good idea, man.
NASCAR's not what it used to be.
It is once a year.
I did see it. Well, remember when I sent you guys a little while ago? It was like something from NASCAR Chasm, and he's like, for all the fans or something that are wanting NASCAR to be the way it was, we're going to Bowman Gray. We're going back to the Rock. We race at North Wilkesboro. Like, how much more
We're
do
back.
you want?
It's
And
about
we're going
as
out
back
of
as it's
country.
gonna
Yeah,
be.
they-
And
was
we're
some-
going out of country.
Yeah.
You know what I really, really loved about today's race? I saw the agony of defeat on SVG's face.
Yeah.
Golly,
For
man.
that's
Man.
really
Not-
the first real
not
time.
New fans.
No.
You-
I
you just
I
despise
love,
them,
No,
man.
no. I love that he felt the weight of that loss.
What was-
He's in now.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
he is
yeah.
in.
What's the
Yeah.
phrase? They made God bleed. Basically, like
Oh, yeah,
finally,
right.
finally, it's like,
They
oh,
chinked the armor.
SVG made a mistake. Oh my god.
it's possible we can force it now.
Yeah.
So I
don't
think no, I mean I like SVG. I'm super excited about him going to the 88. We talked about that after they announced it at Daytona. Like I'm super hype. I love the 88.
Trackhouse car
Dale
would have
Jr.
hit the wall.
Yep,
Facts.
he would have had grip, better grip. Just saying.
But I like seeing the passion that he has. Like he's not like somebody that's gonna come do this, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it because maybe the money's good, whatever. Like,
No, he
you
wants to
could
do
tell
it.
like the pain of that loss was evident, and like that's what I want. I want that from the guy. Like I don't want him to come up like, it was a great race. I finished second. Like what? No, you could see he was smiling, but you could see
Well,
it.
he's
on
always
his face.
smiling.
Yeah. It was
You
one
could
of
see it.
those,
He was
yeah.
like,
That's
Man.
two
He's
road
one of those
courses he
guys.
got bested in.
no, he got wrecked in the first one.
No.
He
did
got
not get
bested
wrecked.
in one. He definitely got wrecked in Chicago.
He could have fixed it.
No, you can't.
If he was
'Cause you
towed
can't
back-
drive back. You're
He
done.
could've.
Just saying, was he involved in the caution?
Unless
or
it's
not?
all four tires. If it's all four tires,
Then he's okay.
it's
All
red
right,
flag.
and then moving on into more things in stage one. AJ has problems after the turn one restart. That's right after the restart. Because
Yeah, what
of
was up with that?
It looks like
Logano hit him.
Logano.
Right,
hit him.
Logano hit him. He got super sideways.
I think
Lose.
something was broke before then.
He made a comment that he thinks it felt like it was transaxle or transmission or the axle or something wild that, like, speaking of like things like, did this track have a ton of parts failures?
It's all from Walmart. I don't know what to tell you. That's why they sponsored last week's race.
This is the first time though we've had
Fun
a track
fact: you
with
go
a
in the
lot
back of
of
Walmart,
parts
you can
failures.
find a cup car. Usually the
I mean,
47.
I could be totally.
No, that's at Kroger.
I could be totally off, but the attrition in this Watkins Glen race does seem a little bit.
It was
more
a lot
excessive.
higher.
It seems more excessive than normal for a
Yeah.
cup race.
But I mean, I'm okay
But-
with that. Like that.
I mean,
that
it was
part
fine.
is
Too. I
interesting.
want part. That's the big thing. Like why we were disappointed with Darlington. There was no attrition, no parts failures. What's
I mean,
going on?
I definitely.
How do you
liked
run
it.
500 miles at Darlington with no parts failures?
Yeah, I definitely liked it. I just didn't see it.
It
coming.
wasn't expected.
It wasn't something I didn't expect from Watkins Glen, considering it's a shorter race.
So you have
Short-ish
parts
race.
failures. You have this. You have that. You have overtime, and you still rated it so low. It's okay.
Yep.
I mean, I give it an 8. That's still solid.
7.
It's still solid.
I'll stay 7.
Brad
I'll
didn't
stay
win
6.
7.
No
Brad
talk
took a
about
tire to the
talk
window.
about Hocevar. Well, I mean,
Hocevar
he lost.
did
We'll get there. I want to do a top
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
rundown
we'll
because
get
there's
there.
definitely some highlights we got to talk about.
So moving on
You
to
lost.
stage 2, not a lot happened. Stop.
What did you say? I missed
Said
it.
he lost.
So moving on.
He's Hocevar'd himself.
All right. Well, anyway, moving on to stage 2. Stage 2, not a whole lot happened.
I missed a lot of stage 2. DJ, I know you were
There wasn't
Pretty
a whole
consistent.
lot.
No, it was
watching
the
it.
same, similar to stage
Except
1,
for,
but
what
no
was it?
wrecks.
No,
Yeah.
last 4 laps there was. a
It
spin
was
out,
all
right?
strategy.
Yes.
Denny
It was
Hamlin,
all
I think,
strategy.
spun out, right?
Yes. I believe it was
Jeff.
Dan Hamlin.
It's a joke, bro.
Jeff,
Take a joke.
Were you awake the whole time?
I was gonna say.
I was kind of not.
Jeff
What
missed.
happened? Final
Jeff
4
missed
laps of
the
stage
second
two.
stage because Jeff was asleep.
I didn't miss the entire second stage.
Let-
I watched
you know,
most of
let me
it.
tell you.
I was nodding off, and I've been up since like.
Hold
I
on. Let me tell you. Lindsay's like, is Jeff really asleep? Like shocked, and we're like,
Yeah.
why are you surprised?
It happens
Bro,
every time.
Every week.
Usually it's the middle.
I've
of the
never
race.
seen someone drink a cold brew coffee and a bush light at the same time.
hey, with like this.
But, honestly,
Nodding off with 2 in the hand.
honestly, the effort was 100%.
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Go
guys. I'm so
for it.
Sorry. I was
Run
wa-
it.
Those
You,
UFC
hey, you
fights
said I
ran
watched
late.
the UFC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
I went to bed at 2:30 and had to get up at 5 to go
Yeah.
play at church.
Ouch.
I was up till midnight watching college football. I was not brave enough to do the UFC and work all day today. There's
Bro,
no way.
I was suffering today.
So yeah, at the end of stage 2, we have that Chastain and SVG was looking like they were going to flip the stage. Then they
They're
ended up,
trying to.
they
and
were-
then
they ended up not
I
having
want
to.
to say Denny Hamlin spun out.
Pretty
or
sure
got
it was
wrecked
Hamlin.
or something. He got
Denny
hit
Hamlin
again.
got wrecked by, oh man.
He
got
hit the
wrecked.
wall. It was
Couple
bad.
Denny Hamlin legitimately got wrecked 3 times today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been known to hate on Denny Hamlin.
Round of 16.
Not-
I don't know. I heard you're a
I was saying,
fanboy. I don't know.
Jake doesn't.
I
that
told
one is
y'all.
starting to look like an 11 on that shirt, brother.
Give me a Sharpie.
Yeah, I bet.
I was gonna say it's a cold day in hell. There's been room for Denny Hamlin. Like,
Is that a pig right now?
bro? We went
Flying?
from Jake went from Hendrick to Denny Hamlin.
How did that happen?
This is
No, that
Yeah.
was actually hilarious.
rapture's
Jake is basically
No, I mean, I
Are your-
kind of
anyone else's
honestly,
feet get-
DJ
anyone's
really
feet
messed
getting
me
cold?
out, man. Once you
My
once
feet are
you
getting cold, bro.
stop.
Hell might
Once-
be freezing over down there.
Once you told me that, I reminded you of Denny Hamlin and our personality. Just stop. I've really starting to root for Denny Hamlin. Okay, can we?
Let's
can
be
we-
real. If Jake was a driver, he would be Denny Hamlin.
100%. I can't even deny it.
Nope,
As much as I want to, I can't.
you can't. Not
I
at all.
wrecked my own dad at Fun Spot.
Yep, that is one.
He was not
for
happy.
clarity. For clarity of anyone that doesn't know, Fun Spot is a go kart track
in
like a
Orlando.
in Orlando. It's not that big, but
And I spun him out. He was like, "Why?" I was like, "Cause I was wearing you out and you were slow."
This is the
father
most
speed.
This is the most Savard story I've ever heard in my life.
Father
Anyways.
Speed has been wrecked.
somehow
Jake
Father
gets
Speed got
flagged.
wrecked. Yep. All right. So
Anyways, where
moving
are we?
on.
Stage 2,
Stage
not a lot.
3.
Spin or Denny Hamlin Rex, whatever. Stage 3.
Stage 3, after final pits, SVG is looking to have to chase down Buscher. He was about 6 seconds back. It was looking like he was going to have to chase him down. It was looking really exciting. Like, okay, we get to watch SVG put on a show and see if he can catch him.
I don't think he was going to.
It was going to be close.
Because, well, I mean, to me, it was
No,
like,
he hit the
tell me what
wall.
y'all saw. It was SVG would gain like a second and a half, and then like 2 laps later, Buscher would get it back, depending on the lap traffic. It seemed like it was coming down to lap traffic on who could gain
It
time.
was kind of feeling like he was going to get to him, but not be able to pass him.
Because SVG had maybe a couple lap fresher tires. I don't think it was going to be enough to find 5 seconds in 10 laps.
No,
That's
he
a
did
lot.
Not. SVG did not. He pitted
He had
first
really-
out of everyone. Remember, because Ross and SVG missed the flip, so they pitted like 5 or 10 laps
You're
into
right.
stage 3.
You are right. Yes.
Ran the whole race, and then everyone else had to pit around him.
He had like 10
Probably-
to 15 lap advantage.
I'd probably say 5 to 10, somewhere around there.
I don't think he
wasn't
was going
much.
to get him though.
It wasn't much.
They were so close to pit
I just
road.
kept seeing it going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the traffic that they hit that lap, like they either made a bunch of ground or lost a bunch of ground. Like, you know what I mean? SVG from his perspective, I don't know. Like, it was gonna be a tall order to catch him and then pass him in the dirty air because
No,
Watkins
it
Glen
wasn't
is a
gonna happen.
fast racer.
That was
gonna
what I was going to say. The only way I think he was going to actually get by him was he was going to have to move him or
Yeah,
outbreak
they
him.
say the Cup guys are really good here because Watkins Glen races similar to an oval because the shape and the design of the corners, the way you apex the corners is kind of similar to an oval. The S's maybe not so much, but turn 1 is like a short track.
Yeah.
The carousel is like a gateway, a big sweeping U-turn corner. So a lot of the corners kind of are very similar to an oval because you have high straightaway speeds and then a sharp hard turn.
Yeah.
It's there are some similarities. So
Really-
the Cup guys do. I mean, they've been saying on the broadcast all week that SVG is now on home territory because the Cup team's been racing here for a long time.
Yeah.
But he still showed up. Like,
Yeah,
holy
no,
crap.
the thing is, I think where SVG really shines is braking zones. Like he almost can outbrake just about anybody.
except for the last one.
Well, yeah, there was the
No,
blast
no,
bus stop.
he broke. He braked.
something
broke. He braked.
He used the brake.
He braked fine. He didn't turn very well. It was a little sharp on the
Well,
turn there.
I feel like Chris Buscher is a clean race car. Well, I guess we'll get into it. But
Yeah.
Well, we will go. Let's go now. Chris Buscher is a clean race car driver. If
Always
Chris
has been. Always will
Buscher
be.
cannot get directly on his bumper, he's not going to shove him real hard out of the way or wreck him. He might give him a bump to try to get him out of a group. That's Chris Buscher.
Mm-hmm.
So I think SVG, just kind of knowing like the
Dynamic.
I'm trying to think
Hierarchy.
like just the tenacity, I mean, the aggression of the Cup Series. Not everybody, Martin Truex Jr., Chris Buscher, some of those guys, but like
Kyle Busch, oddly enough.
like yes, but like a Joey Logano, a Denny
Yeah,
Hamlin,
the-
Austin Dillon, apparently, like they're gonna go in there and they'll clean you out. So I think
Yeah.
he overdrove that bus stop. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
anyways, let's go. Sorry.
Yeah, so he basically is looking to chase him down. Then we end up having a restart with 7 to go. Brad and Byron get together, and Byron's wheel is lodged into Brad's window net.
That
or
was a
right,
really
right
weird
behind his
wreck.
window net, I think, is where it actually got lodged on the
I'm not- I'm
I
not
thought it was
surprised.
right in it. I'm not gonna lie. I think
No, it was
right there.
definitely on the window net
Yeah.
for sure.
because
That is-
there was damage on the B pillar, but I don't know where the wheel ended up. But it was somewhere
They
around the B
both
pillar.
drove away, right? They both finished the
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's insanity right there.
That is insane.
How someone like Blaney took a small shot to the front left side,
something.
small left side of the driver's side of the
Yeah,
car.
it broke the steering.
Broke everything. But William Byron
In
went
the air.
physically in the air, two wheels on the track, another tire in another car, almost in the fence, and he still finished the race. That's that's insane.
What's crazy to me is that window net.
Held.
Dude, that thing is bad to the bone.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Bravo.
they have definitely figured out window nets.
Can we
So,
talk about this wreck?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
William Byron was literally
I'm sorry.
Tell him, DJ.
William Byron was inches away from hitting the catch fence. And then just beyond
He's
just
fine.
just beyond where that catch fence is not like a regular catch fence.
No, it's a
basically a
fence.
freaking
Just
fence.
a regular fence.
The chain link fence.
And then just
fine.
beyond that, not much further, feet away, there's no catch fence.
No, I was surprised.
None. I was like, so this car hits and ramps up, and if he goes like, there's nothing to stop that
There
thing
was-
from flying into the
What a-
campground.
There
What
was
a
like
weird
there was like a
scenario.
billboard, like a one or two billboards there, and then it was literally people camping.
that was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
From some of those camera angles of that wreck, I was
I'm-
like, man, I don't like that.
I'm not going to be the least bit surprised if we don't hear. Oh, they're going to be putting up fencing.
They should,
I-
100%.
I think that-
Watkins Glen 100%.
I don't
catch
know.
Fence
I don't know why there isn't.
I mean, it's
Why wasn't
maybe
there catch
because-
fence in turn 3 of Charlotte for years?
That too. That one.
You remember
makes
that?
sense.
You remember that, Matt? When we
Huh?
went there, we're looking at the binoculars at Charlotte, and there was no catch fence in turn 3.
Yeah, because they
It's-
had
all
all
the
the
billboards.
sponsors there, and they didn't want to cover them up. I was like, this is wild.
Like,
know
that
what's-
was pretty wild.
It's even
They
in the
changed it,
NASCAR
right?
heat games.
Yeah,
in the
it's in
NASCAR
there
heat
now.
games,
Yeah.
there's no fence there too because it's not there.
They added it a couple years ago. Interesting. No story, no nothing. They just, you know
You
what?
put a parlay
Let's just
on
go ahead and
which,
put this
which
fence
car
up.
goes through which side.
I think you said you were kind of surprised by that wreck.
a little bit.
I'm not really. Think about the Chastain Kyle Busch wreck from the first year of Next Gen. The way he hit and ramped off like airborne.
That's
There's
true.
something weird about these cars because they're so rigid. Maybe it's the independent suspension. I don't really know. But like when they hit on the side, very similar to Brad and Byron's, and then very similar back to Chastain and Busch. There's something weird. If they get it just right, it's like a modified where the wheel will grab.
I was gonna
and
say it's
push
it's-
the car up.
It's got to be related to the wheels touching each other and using that.
It's
to
got to
lift.
be. It's got like
mean, that makes
climbing
sense.
the other car. It's very strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand.
I like Robert's point. If Byron goes over, do you get the car as a souvenir?
If
If it's in my campsite,
it's
I'm
mine.
taking it.
I'm claiming it.
yeah.
We bring
This
tools
is
just
my
in case.
diecast now.
I'm at least taking the steering
One
wheel
for
off.
one scale.
No, there's no 164. I collect
One
one
for-
one for one.
One for one.
1-to-1 scales.
Golly.
No, I think
I like how Jason's out here. Like all I hear is SVG fans. How's the Gators doing this week? This guy, SVG.
I like
he did
it.
good.
Jason's catching the smoke.
do you like SVG, Matt?
Yeah.
Jeff?
I'm totally a fan of
yeah,
SVG.
I like it.
I
I know you
I'm
are.
a huge fan of
So I
SVG.
throw it out there. I like a big underdog win. Underdog wins. I'm usually a fan for.
I love this guy being
When
a
someone
specialist.
dominates the whole race and loses on the last lap, you deserved it. You suck.
I love this guy being a
Unless you're Brad.
specialist of road
unfair.
courses and coming and like being good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rooting because I'm like rooting. I find myself in his case. I like, yeah. Do I want him to win the road courses? Yeah, but I find myself constantly rooting for him on when he's on an oval.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, figure
He's
it out.
got a lot to learn.
Figure
on
it
ovals,
out.
though.
Figure
He might
it
be
out.
too old to learn the oval game.
Yeah.
I think
well,
way
maybe.
too early championship prediction. SVG is gonna make playoffs next year.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
Hold on, Jake's reading a
Jason,
comment.
He finished top 2. Like, of course we're gonna
What
talk
do
about
you
him.
What do
like,
you think happened here?
It's like,
Anyway.
bruh, like he finished in the top 2. Of course,
So
we're
we go
gonna
to
talk about him.
what's the next wreck, DJ?
All right. So after that, they have some radio transmission with Logano where he blames this. I thought was kind of funny. Well, NASCAR's not cleaning the track. I'm paraphrasing. NASCAR doesn't clean the track, so there's just so much marbles and everything on there, and that's because there was obviously more degradation with this tire.
Nice.
I mean,
So-
as far as I'm
language.
concerned, Joey Logano always complains
Thanks.
when he causes a wreck. So,
I know that was. Actually
I mean,
good.
it is what it is.
I used ChatGPT
What did you
to
just
write
do to
that note.
DJ? What did you slap?
You don't want
His
to know.
leg.
That looked really good. I'm just gonna say
What
that
is
might
going
look
on?
kinda bad right there.
This
right.
side of the table's easy.
All right. No, but the reason I wanted to bring this up was because Logano. Okay, these drivers constantly complain about the car, saying, "Oh, there's no tire fall off. These tires are terrible." Well, then when the tire falls off, they still complain and find something that they hate about it and be like, "Oh, well, it's because there's marbles all over the track. Now I got no grip." Yes,
It says
but
the guy
that's
who
Like
already
I,
has a
just
point.
said, like I just said, Joey Logano always complains when he wrecks people.
Joey
Yeah,
Logano
He'll wreck
complains
someone
all
and
the
then
time.
complain
Yeah.
about it. So it's like,
You know, I might have turned the page on Hamlin. That will never happen with Logano.
Bet.
No.
I don't know. I'd rather be a Logano
Give it
fan
time,
than a
gentlemen.
Hamlin fan.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Until
Just
Logano,
short track race?
Logano's going to end up at
That
Trackhouse.
is Jeff Energy, so yeah.
Logano goes to Trackhouse, and suddenly Jake's like,
Of course it's
Maybe.
Of course it's Jeff Energy. Have you
He
played
just
NASCAR
needs a
Heat with me?
podcast. Anyone with a podcast, Jake's a fan of.
you know, you're not wrong.
True.
2 for 2. Yeah.
All right, so then we have well, sorry, somebody made my notes in here twice. Big wreck with Brad and Byron. Old tires. We have old tires up front for the next one. Caution.
I said don't read all the notes.
I know, I'm going through them quick. Caution after caution. Listen, I've had stuff to drink.
No, I mean, now that you read it, let's talk about it. I was really shocked with the lack of
That it
degradation.
didn't fall off. Shocking.
I mean,
It's
I was
NASCAR.
shocked that nobody pitted, but at the same time, then
no
there
tire
wasn't
fall off.
there wasn't a lot of fall off.
No, the
Nowhere-
last 30 laps. What
nowhere
did it
near
tell
it.
you?
We will
Nothing?
have 4 seconds of fall off. Like, great, they're gonna pit every yellow. Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope, not even close.
You have a 6-second lead. Well, that's useless.
Look, at this point, NASCAR, please listen to us and just run 1,000 horsepower. Just try it.
I don't think it's gonna fix anything.
it's worth a shot.
I don't think so because this tire, the fall off from this tire is just from it getting hot, not from it falling apart. It gets hot and it gets slick. You lose grip and it just does not fall
So
apart.
we need to make the tires hotter.
No, NASCAR needs to quit
Yes.
going green and put the old nasty chemicals back in,
Yeah.
kill some fish, and let's go.
Oh, they're made from fish.
Make
It's
NASCAR
different.
what it
Here's the deal. You just ship the old tires off to China. They burn and get rid of stuff however they want. And then you're still green. Like, we recycled them in China.
Let's be honest. They're not going to follow any kind of green deal anyway. All right, moving on.
NASCAR's Green New Deal.
I support
We
this.
got rid of all the tires. We
You
started
know,
over.
we didn't realize the show was going to get.
This is the same tire from 2001.
go to China. They can have the tires.
We didn't realize our show was going to get so political.
It might be
today.
the new trade deal.
It's part of the charter agreement. That's the problem. we want old school tires.
Oh yeah, hey, that would be good. They should
Brand's
put that in
family
there.
can have all the charters. We want old tires.
we want Hoosiers
Yeah,
tires.
bring back the Hoosiers.
We want 1,000 horsepower. The old tires, y'all can have the charters back
Yep.
and pay us some money. Let's go.
All right. So moving on, we have what seems like caution after caution toward the end there. I think there was like 2 or 3.
That was wild.
But now we have 12 overtimes this season, which is a new record for.
I think
the
it's
amount
tied. I
of-
think it's tied. Is
Tied?
it new or tied?
I don't know.
It's
You
either
told
new
me.
or tied. New or tied.
I don't know. You told me, so I
Close, right
Okay.
there.
It's either
There's
new or
still
tied.
8 races to go. Probably
It's
gonna beat it if it's tied.
Probably gonna happen, and it's probably gonna be the Roval. So
the
then
Roval. And Talladega.
we basically last lap SVG and Busher. SVG gets by Busher in turn 1. It's looking like all right.
He
Here we
bumped him out of
go.
the way. 100%.
of
Hey,
course.
that's good racing though.
He was
Yeah,
good.
he had 2 restarts before that, and he was like, I'll sit back. I'll
Yep.
pass him on the right. Nope.
SVG's turn 1 move was classic NASCAR.
Easy.
Yeah.
Don't bring up his name.
Oh yeah, we got people that are gonna get
If
drunk.
Yeah,
Jason
Jason's
is
gonna be in
drinking
trouble.
for every time we say SVG, SVG.
Shane.
Gisbergen.
Yeah.
Gisbergen.
Yeah.
Bergen. Anyway,
You're a Gators and a Jets fan?
How is that
Anyways.
work?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Jason likes
gosh,
pain.
Gosh,
so we
guys.
kind of talked about the last
Probably
lap.
drinks Malort.
SVG misses the bus stop.
Well, I don't know if it says he misses it. He even
He
said
missed it.
he hit the wall. He
That-
does.
that's
hit the
not
inside
why
wall.
he
Never
missed
had
it.
it
He
all.
did not turn back left fast enough.
Well, but he also hit the wall. I think that may have
Barely.
upset the car.
No.
You know, to be honest, for a brick, he drove pretty good. You know,
You've been waiting all day.
he drove pretty good for driving that big old brick around that track.
I mean, it is a colleague car.
That was
so.
the most forced thing I've ever heard. Anyways, moving
I don't know
on.
what you're talking about, man.
Save it.
Anyway, so SVG gets loose, and in the bus stop, Busher. I don't think Busher was aggressive. I think honestly that was hard racing, and I think that was both. I think it was very
That was
fair.
classic.
Yeah, I don't think that was excessive on either party's part. I think that's both two guys going for the win.
I don't know. Out of the bus stop, Busher was not going to lift.
Well, neither was SVG.
You know what? He probably talked to Brad.
I was about to say
Don't
something like
lift.
that.
Don't lift
sense.
Keselowski
Got coached by Brad. Hey, whatever you do, don't lift ever.
ever.
So wait. Bush's
even
first
think about
win,
it.
right?
This year,
Yeah.
yes.
First road
Is
course
that
win.
is that
Here, yeah.
is that our 16th driver?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Called it. Nobody else knew a win. I called it at the beginning of the year. I called 16 winners.
I think there's going to be 21.
There's. Jeez.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that could still win races that have not won races.
Justin
is
Haley's
true.
going to win Talladega. I don't know what to tell you.
He might.
That's.
Especially, I mean, he would probably win next year in that 7 car. Anyways.
I was gonna say, you mean the 48?
You mean the 40?
All right. Speaking of the 48, Bowman actually had a really solid day.
Bowman
Who
is-
knew? He almost
Do we
had
want to go
get-
into the playoff
Yeah,
grid?
let's do the playoff grid real
All right,
quick.
let's do the playoff grid. You want to do a top 10 rundown or no? There's a couple that let's
Can
just
we
hit it real
also?
quick.
I want to talk about. I think the 7 car finished top 10, right?
Let's
yes,
go.
it did.
Let's
He
do
did.
top 10.
Eighth.
Okay.
Eighth.
Chris Buescher, winner. Shane Van Gisbergen, obviously. Carson Hocevar, third place.
Solid drive.
Solid.
Today.
And then survived all the chaos at the end to still get third.
Actually,
well done.
Spire in general. Holy crap.
Chastain fast all weekend.
Yeah.
Couldn't kind of got beat on the pit strategy a little bit. I was literally telling Lewis today. I was like, I don't want to pick Ross because I feel like his team, the strategy, they won't be able to capitalize.
That's exactly
the
why I didn't pick him.
17 capitalized on the pit strategy. Got the win. Chase Briscoe. Oh, I'm sorry. Zane Smith, 5th in the 71.
Hey, there you go.
Dude,
pretty good.
Trackhouse and colleagues showed up this weekend. Pretty good.
And
Yep.
nowhere to be
Chase
seen.
Briscoe, 14th. Good points day.
Needed it.
Sorry that again. He's 6th. He's in the 14.
I'm sorry, 6th in the 14th. Good points day. Michael McDowell, 7th. I think that's pretty kind of what we
Solid for
expected.
him,
Top
yeah.
10. Corey LaJoy, 8th. I did not see that coming.
Yeah,
You know,
me
after
neither.
he
That's
wrecked
surprising.
Kyle Busch in half the field, it's sorry, Mitch.
Ryan Preece, 9th. After wrecking Denny Hamlin
Yeah, this top 10 is kind of crazy.
in lap 1.
Oh, was that him that wrecked?
He
Denny?
ran him over.
Oh, that's funny.
He arca braked the heck out of him.
Oh,
I
well,
might be biased.
Sorry,
but-
buddy.
maybe.
And then top 10 was your final top 10 was Austin Cindric in 10th. I
No,
think kind
Denny
of
Hamlin.
what I
Where did
expected.
Denny Hamlin finish? Come on.
I'm looking.
Actually, it's
Part of the
11 and a
plan.
half.
Oh, Denny Hamlin finished 23rd.
23rd. Not as bad.
Was it part of the plan?
I mean, could be
15
worse.
points.
Not too bad.
He's
Not what
average.
he needed.
Getting there.
Not what he
He needed 20.
He's
Well,
gonna win.
yeah.
He's gonna win next weekend, anyways. Ryan Blaney last.
Don't tell
That's
me
not his
that.
fault. NASCAR should have let him work on the car.
I'm trying to look for any notables. Brad Keselowski, 26, exactly what we expected.
Exactly what we expected.
Bowman, 18th, kind of what I expected. Wallace, 17th, pretty typical. I don't know. That's like the couple big ones that really stand out.
Where was Martin?
Kyle Busch, 30th, got wrecked.
20th. 20th
Martin
was
was
Martin.
20th. God.
Yeah.
Won a stage, finished 20th. That's
Not
wild.
that good.
Yeah,
He's already retired.
Toyota was really struggling today.
All right,
Sup,
y'all ready
bro?
for playoff standings?
Yep, go for
All
it.
right, here we go.
Let's go.
Joey Logano locked in next round, first with the win last week.
Chris Buescher, not
have-
locked in.
Chris Buescher also not locked in. Christopher Bell, the other Christopher, he is 46 points above the cut. We have
Pretty good.
Austin Cindric, who's plus 43. Alex Bowman, 4th place, plus 41. He's
wouldn't-
pretty much a lock
Wouldn't
next
have called
week.
that.
Probably a lock.
That's what happens when you lose your run.
Yeah, when you're
Or you get
threatened.
threatened with your ride.
Maybe his crew chief started that rumor so he would like get his stuff together.
That'd be wild.
Oh, that would be crazy.
He just comes up to you later. It's like, by the way, that was me.
Maybe Rick Hendrick did. Anyways,
I wouldn't doubt it.
ready for this? 5th place, Daniel Suarez, plus
amigo.
36.
Dang.
Tyler Reddick, even after a rough day, is plus 30. Chase Elliott is also plus 30 and
I'm
7.
not shocked on either one of those two.
Ryan Blaney with his rough day is still 8th.
I'll take it. Plus 22?
Plus 29 points.
29.
Okay.
Wow.
pretty good.
That's still solid.
Kyle Larson is plus 26 in
Yep.
9th. That's kind of crazy.
That's
Yep.
yeah.
And he's
Didn't see that.
I'd be interested to know what his Bristol stats are, but I don't know that he's a phenomenal Bristol race driver. So we'll see. He's still got a pretty good cushion.
Well, it runs like a super speedway, so
I mean, it kind of did in this.
All he needs to do is apologize to Max Verstappen, and he'd be fine.
yeah.
Just saying.
You know, he really should.
He should just come out and say, "Hey,
so
man, I'm
sorry,
sorry.
Max."
Sorry, Max.
William
He's got to
Byron.
get rid of the curse."
William Byron with his rough day is still plus 25, and then here's where it gets spicy, right? Chase Briscoe is now plus 6 and 11th. You have Ty.
What?
Yes,
Chase Briscoe's plus 6?
and been known to be good at Bristol
He almost won Bristol. It was dirt, but still,
on dirt. Not the same. Fake Bristol.
Dirty Bristol.
still the track.
Ty Gibbs, 12th, plus 6. It's kind of what I expected for Ty
Yeah.
Gibbs. Here we go. Denny Hamlin, -6.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Brad Keselowski in 14th, -12.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Here's probably the biggest one. Martin Truex Jr., who was really good in the regular season, -14 and 15th.
He sucks, bro.
And here's probably the guy doing better than anybody thought was Harrison Burton in 16th, -20.
Honestly, only minus. Honestly,
Only -20.
only -20 is not
The
that
21 has almost won at Bristol before. Imagine if Harrison Burton makes it.
Stop. I can't go a year with 2 21 wins.
He ain't got to win, but what if he makes it to the round of 12? Just the playoffs.
Just
all
give
legitimacy in the playoffs are just.
Just give
Honestly,
Chase Briscoe
with the
all
exception
your,
of
or not
Harrison
Chase
Burton, the
Briscoe,
bottom four
Barry.
just need to retire.
Give Barry all your money.
right.
Here you go, buddy.
Well, in all fairness, Jeff, the 19 and the 21 both don't have a ride next year.
Yeah. That's,
And the
Just
6
retire.
might not
Just give
either
up.
because apparently he's retiring sometime soon.
no.
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 He'll be like Jimmy out there running part-time and last.
I think Blaney will take his spot.
So who are we looking forward to
that really hurt.
next week with the playoffs and
That
everything?
really hurt right here.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think with
And Denny Hamlin's going to win next week.
yeah, how do you not bet on Denny Hamlin?
unless he gets
One-
caught up in a
two
wreck?
of the last-
That's about
Nah,
it.
he'll probably
Two
lead
of the
most
last
of the
three.
race. He'll be really good.
He probably will be.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be really good.
I think
Because
Brad's
honestly,
gonna do really good.
what is he now? Minus what? Was it like 9 or something like that?
Yeah.
So if he wins
minus
like
900.
-6, so if he
Minus
gets
6.
a couple of stage wins or a pretty good
Couple
points in
stage points, he's back up in.
pretty much.
I'm
there.
pretty sure Denny Hamlin's going to be really good. So that like
Hey, Brad.
there's
finished
not a
third
lot of
there.
tracks that race like Bristol, so I don't know how much you're going to learn. And the tire is a big unknown. And so
Fanboy.
the
Homer.
good thing about Denny Hamlin is he's won the last 2 races at Bristol for sure, maybe a third. And the other good thing about Denny Hamlin, if it is a heavy tire fall off track, he's one of the best in the field because he comes from the old days when they had major tire fall off and big
Him,
horsepower. So, like,
Brad, Truex, those kind of guys are the ones that are really known to be able to keep their tires together.
yeah,
I'm glad you and me are having a conversation.
yeah. They're
Oh well, no, we're
goofballs.
talking.
I know. I'm just gonna mute y'all.
I didn't know y'all knew sign
It
language.
wouldn't
fine.
make a difference.
I think Denny's going to be a favorite next weekend. I don't know. Like, I mean, Martin Truex Jr. is pretty good at Bristol too. So, can he dig himself out of a 14-point hole? But you got to look. Everybody that's close is.
Also fairly good.
I mean, Chase Briscoe's pretty good. Ty Gibbs. I mean, it should be really exciting next week.
So next week should be an awesome race. Y'all want to share your laughing with the
Can
class?
you mute them so we can finish this very serious podcast?
don't think I,
Yeah.
I don't think I can say it on the internet.
You definitely cannot.
Well, it's probably been
it's
picked up
already
in
there.
Questioning it, there's no shot.
We need
It's
a
already
paywall
there.
for this one.
Oh God, I don't want to.
No, I think Hamlin's gonna do good. I think Brad's gonna show up and do good, depending on where he starts.
Brad.
He finished third in spring. Leave the boy alone.
Everybody wrecked.
let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Say the word.
I would love Brad to win next week. That'd be awesome.
roar.
I would love
Busher
to go to
could
Bristol
win.
and you not be there and Brad win.
Oh, thanks. That's real nice of you.
That's personal.
What a friend, everybody.
That's personal.
Yeah.
You meant that too.
I know.
I did.
Junior could catch
I
on
did.
fire, everybody. Yeah, it's not funny now, is it?
Was it funny when Brad caught on fire and cheated?
When was that?
He got
Daytona?
the zoomies. Got the zoomies at
Everyone
Daytona.
caught on fire at Daytona. That's normal.
Daytona.
Daytona.
I'm not gonna lie. That was one
That's
of
the
the
new
funniest
Toyota
things.
car.
That
It's
was
Daytona.
Brad doing
to go to Daytona.
Brad doing the circles out on the backstretch was quite funny. No, I
No,
can
it
put
was
it out.
cheating. It
Oh,
was
is that what
straight
you're
up
talking about?
cheating.
I was talking about when Logano.
I like how you
wrecked him and he
can't
caught
work
fire.
on your
No.
car. Y'all want to give
Oh, here we go.
Ryan Blaney a hard time, but you're just oh, Brad's working on his car
I thought what
under
Brad-
red. It's
I
fine.
thought that was fine.
We're on Blaney's side.
I actually thought what Brad did was okay.
The driver should make the rules.
I think in the
I think
interest
that's fair.
I think in the interest of safety,
Moving on.
Brad should have done
Self-policing.
what he did.
Brad's gonna win Dega. Amen, brother.
Something I thought
Amen.
that was funny.
Who said that? JFB.
JFB.
Man, I thought
He's
he
the
was
goat,
a real.
bro.
I thought he was a good fan.
One other thing before we move into our NAS news section is
I'll be rooting for Brad.
the ARCA race. So I was watching a little bit of the ARCA race. One, Connor
Did you
Zilic-
watch it? There was nothing to watch. The rumor is Arca's still trying to finish the rest of the race.
they might be. Connor Zilic is already
still
home.
running.
He's already been to, he's done.
I think he won by 12 seconds, was the most in Arca history.
That's insane. No, but
Ridiculous.
the funniest thing about it, about the race that I thought was just kind of funny was Tony Brenninger. I think I said her name right.
You're close.
Close enough. She had some kind of injury with her foot, I guess like burns or something like that on her foot. So has to get out of the car mid-race, and her crew chief jumps in the car and finishes the race for her. What? Yeah, and apparently the crew chief, he actually is like is a racer. He's not like just some random crew chief. Like, but I don't know to like what extent. But I just think it's funny because that's like the most Thanos like, fine, I'll do it myself kind of moment I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's funny.
Throw on the fire suit.
Yeah, like he's just like this is my time. Rips his shirt open and his fire suit's underneath him. Right?
Yeah.
So I just thought that was kind of funny. I've never heard of the crew chief jumping in the car and finishing the race.
I think Connor Zilic is like 5 for 5 in ARCA.
It's close if it isn't.
It's something crazy.
5 out of 8 for sure.
Can I just say, talking about Connor Zilic, I think Trackhouse is the smartest team in NASCAR.
Yes,
Bro, their prospecting is insane.
Think about it from this perspective. You have SVG, you have Connor Zilic, that are both of those are almost all but guarantees to win a road course. And we
Enjoy
have
your
6.
race next year in Mexico.
And we
Daniel.
have at least 6 road courses. So it's a very likely chance that one of those two guys, well, obviously Connor Zilic isn't racing for them next year, but you know what I mean. Like there's at least 6 road courses. Yeah, who knows? So let's say that you
Ross
got those
is
2
out.
guys. You got 2 cars that can almost automatically get 16th in points.
Yeah.
That's
And then
brilliant.
you also have those 2 plus Ross, who has appeared to become the most sponsorable, relatable driver in the garage with the blue collar fan, which is what NASCAR is, blue collar people, right? With the Busch Light going to Ross, like
Makes
says
so much
it
sense.
says everything.
Yeah.
He's just, you know what I mean. So like they're really kind of they're checking the boxes right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
like-
let's talk about Xfinity.
Yep.
So Connor Zilic puts on an absolute show.
He does in Xfinity.
Would not be denied. His Xfinity debut
Yep. First
at
race ever.
Watkins Glen dominates practice times,
Yep.
gets the pole, and all but dominates the race. I mean, in his debut.
You want to know a wild stat? You know who else have won Xfinity debuts? Earnhardt Sr., Terry Labonte, Kurt Busch, Ty Gibbs, like all very
Accomplished
Except Ty
drivers.
Gibbs, so you could take that one off.
Ty Gibbs, yes, but obviously he's younger. But I mean, like
he was pretty
there
nasty
was
in Xfinity.
there was
Like,
there's a total of like I think 8, like or no, not 8, maybe it was like 5 or 6. 3 of them were Hall of
they
Fame
should have
drivers.
taken AJ Allmendinger out of the car today
Honestly,
from the start. After yesterday, they should
I
put
think
Connor
AJ
Zilic in there.
I think AJ's done, man. Like I'd just hang it up. Yeah, I know he's got
honestly,
one more year,
the
but
Dinger's
like,
been
You have
done.
people like
him
Connor
outta here.
Zilic. You have SVG, and
Get
where
him outta
SVG was the best guy, now he's the third
Stop.
best
You
guy.
can't say his name.
what is this, Beetlejuice?
I'm trying to make him take.
Basically.
I'm trying to make him take the day off tomorrow.
Jason's
Yeah,
in
so
trouble.
I think Connor Zilic is going to be something interesting to watch over these next few years, and I think Trackhouse is playing chess with everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah, I mean for real.
When it
For
comes to
real,
their
for
I
real.
product.
just want that.
The-
Rick Hendrick
honestly,
money.
what I'm very
How
curious
much do you
about,
want for Connor?
because I like the way I see it, like Trackhouse now has too many drivers again. We're back to that whole thing.
No, they don't.
Well, you know what I mean.
They don't.
So where does Suarez go? Because obviously it's going to
Gone.
be Suarez. You think he's gone?
Gone.
Or do you
Jeez,
think
just rude,
do you think
man.
Trackhouse says we're gonna put him in
Gone.
another series or do something else with him? Maybe.
Gone.
Okay, fine. I was trying to.
I'm
ex-
just-
I was
if-
trying to
if
give us some
Connor
interesting
Zilic-
conversation.
If he shows up next year in the 88 for Dale Jr. Motorsports, which is a pretty good, like Dale Jr. Motorsports is a good team.
Yeah.
Joe Gibbs is probably the best. Dale Jr. is definitely second.
Yeah.
If he shows up and goes on a tear, he's going to be in the Cup
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
So then you put him
'Cause
in.
you need 3 years in Cup before you start winning. We've seen that with Chase Elliott, with William Byron. I think Ryan Blaney about the 3rd years when he really started going on a tear. Like we've seen that. Like that's just what it takes right now is about 3 years. I imagine next year we're going to start seeing Ty Gibbs start getting pretty good. This will
he's
be his-
already been pretty consistent.
he's
this
been
year.
pretty consistent. So now he needs to learn how to get and run top 5 every week. That'll probably come next year.
Probably.
So and that means a win will come with that.
I kind of feel like he's runs better than Byron when he first came in the Cup.
Who?
If I remember.
Ty Gibbs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
I would
overall
back
he's
that
more
up.
consistent.
I'd love to see the stats on
Yeah.
that, but I feel like my
But-
gut feeling is you're right.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Byron for a minute?
Yeah, he's
I feel
trash.
like he's been gone, man.
Testing still.
Really?
Hendrick.
You think so?
No.
Why?
At this point.
That logic only applies to regular
Like,
season.
I don't
You know,
blame.
I
the
don't
wreck on
buy
him.
that Hendrick testing in the regular season thing anymore.
You don't
Listen,
buy it.
Not after these 2 weeks.
I
Maybe
don't.
not.
Oh, we're
I don't know.
not. We're not regular
but-
season.
Look at Bowman. Bowman's gonna win the championship, bro.
He's got a fire underneath his. He's got a fire underneath
That would
his
be
seat
awesome,
right
though.
now. That's why.
I'd be pumped.
I can't say. Anyway, I think Byron, like, I don't blame the wreck on him at all. You know, how could you? You
No,
know,
he's a
wrong
victim.
place, wrong
He's a
time.
victim,
But
for
you
sure.
put yourself in that situation where you're back there like that, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Same thing Denny's
point.
ran into the last 2 weeks. You put yourself in those positions, you're gonna finish 20th.
Great point.
You need to go out there and put on these smoker laps to get
you need
top
to run.
3.
You need to run top 5 and not be in the drama.
You
Yeah.
need to qualify good.
So I heard a.
What are you doing?
I heard a good thing. I think it was
You're
on the
veterans
broadcast
in the sport.
or something. They were talking about Chris Gabehart was telling Denny at a team meeting because he was very much against the whole Denny Hamlin riding in the back thing.
I can't wait for Chris to be right.
So Chris
He's out.
Gabehart was like telling him like, dude, that's a losing mentality. Like that is that you are a loser. Like
So-
and you're just trying to survive. Like no, you have to go out and win.
Ooh, okay. Question.
And then it's test today.
Denny Hamlin out round to 16. Hypothetical, 100%.
Not really.
Hypothetical, if it happens.
Not that hypothetical.
Chris gone.
Chris Gabehart?
Yeah.
No.
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 You think he ride or die?
Chris Gabehart and Denny Hamlin is an unbelievably nasty combination. They had an engine problem from Toyota a couple times this year.
That
I get
really
that.
killed him.
But you talk about Denny Hamlin calling the shots, wanting to run back. and
Honestly?
now-
No.
Having a
Denny
crap
Hamlin
race.
and Chris Gabehart are one of the best combinations
If
in
they
the garage
didn't
right now.
if they didn't have that penalty,
Okay, go back 5-6 weeks. They were disgusting. Top 5 every week.
Okay.
Like every, I mean, I said
Early-
that a couple,
early
I said that a
summer,
couple
early
weeks
summer,
ago.
he was.
You guys asked me, especially when we did the
Before
racing
St. Louis when he got this dog.
during the mid season
that's the
break
problem.
when we did the 2-week break and we did the Racing Addicts podcast, the joined podcast with them. I said my championship pick was Denny Hamlin, and I've stuck with that because of the consistency that the 11 car is bringing right now.
Yeah. Top 25s are great.
I'm sorry,
since
not
St.
right
Louis.
now. At the time, they were incredible. Every single week, every kind of track. Denny Hamlin's not a road course guy, but was running fast. I don't know what the heck is going on. I mean, you could chalk today up to whatever, but this is like typical Toyota this year where they have another engine problem from last week where Denny Hamlin goes out and qualifies and has a bad spark plug wire. How the hell are you a NASCAR Cup Series and showing up with a bad spark plug wire? That is the craziest thing to me. How does that happen?
it's like such
Yeah.
a simple fix.
Like, how did you not?
I've changed
like,
plug wires on my car.
That's what I'm
it's not
saying, like,
hard.
My question that I
But
Didn't really get
hold on,
answered.
real quick. I wouldn't mind if that was the only thing, but it's constant TRD motor problems.
yeah
Hamlin
it is
blew
true.
up at Sonoma. Truex blew up at a track. Bell blew up at a track. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Like, you're not going to win. If Toyota's going to win a championship, it's probably going to be with Joe Gibbs, maybe Tyler Reddick. But
Yeah.
you can't be giving them motors that are given up throughout the year. That's how you lose seasons.
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you going to say? Sorry, Jeff.
Well, two things. I'll add on to that, and then I'll go back to what I was saying. But I kind of feel. I mean, yes, you see some of that with 2311 too. What are you doing? You see some of that with 2311, but it is mostly a Gibbs thing, and 2311's been better. I've noticed, like
Yes.
as far as the engine problem specifically. So
Maybe-
it hasn't
yeah.
been as bad.
2311 has not had engine problems.
You don't win the regular season championship by having engine problems that consistently like that.
You saw the text on YouTube. Sorry, Jeff.
No,
Tried to be
and
quiet
then,
about it, I'm sorry.
The other thing I was gonna say, oh frick, I forgot.
That's not important.
Okay.
This
If
YouTube
it's
chat
not,
is.
It's not important enough.
Yep.
Robert
it
says
is.
Byron got wrecked because he was building a Lego set. Probably a submarine set.
Is that Robert?
Yeah, that's Robert.
Oh my God, Robert! You're so rude, man. This guy out here like a love-hate relationship. This guy out here.
Anyway. All right, so let's move on to our NAS news section for the week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, one thing. I'm
Every
so sorry.
freaking
I
time.
remembered, but like
No
with the
transitions for
Hamlin
you.
thing, I'm so sorry, DJ.
No,
With
you're
the
not.
Hamlin
Shut up.
thing,
Don't patronize me.
how do you show up to a track with a spark plug issue, and then take going to the back as a penalty for it, and then it's still a problem?
Yeah,
Unless
right.
I missed something.
right? How do you,
Well,
how do you have a
something-
horrible qualifying lap?
Like, how do you
just
have
to
that?
start in the back to not fix the problem and run in the back the whole time?
I guess. Well, they fixed the engine issue, but I guess his handling was really
They
bad.
never
maybe?
fixed
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
It was a Toyota problem.
No, he was definitely riding in the back
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm.
All right. Well. Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm saying
I
that,
just
like he,
wasn't sure.
he did
So
not
he
take the
said he-
aggressor strategy. I agree. That's
said
not the right
he
call.
said he was riding in the back.
Like okay, Gen 6, the latter years of the Gen 6 where like the wrecks were insane throughout the entire race, riding the back might be a viable strategy. It's not anymore at all.
Have you seen his stats next gen in super speedways?
It's not good.
Like, I think his average finish is 25th.
It's because of all the wrecks
3-time Daytona 500 champ. Put
Never
some
again.
respect on it.
with Gen 6.
Hashtag all out.
Yeah,
Asterisk.
with Gen 6.
With Gen 6. All right, DJ,
All right,
what were you
so
going to say?
going on to the NAS news.
No wonder
section.
he doesn't like this new
You know what?
car.
All y'all shut up. All right, I'm talking now. So
He actually did mute. He actually did mute us.
it's like I'm talking now. All right, so NAS news. So Parker Kligerman announces that he is out for full-time racing and will not be full-time racing in the 48 Xfinity Series next year.
I have an idea why. I think he landed a TV deal with one of the new broadcast
I think
partners.
so.
Ooh, that is a great.
He's a great analyst, or not analyst,
was
but he's
on
a
pit
great
road
pit road
reporter.
reporter.
He was
He's
the one who.
he's a phenomenal meteorologist. He's great with the
That's
weather.
true, that's true.
He's great with the weather.
Can confirm.
Wasn't he the one who interviewed SVG?
Yes.
Today?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
I
is
missed
that
it.
is the
he's really
interview
good.
you want is SVG, and he was the one who did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Fantastic.
really good. I'm happy for him. I know he
like
probably
him.
still wants to race, but
He
I would
money.
I would imagine that's probably what it is.
he kind of referenced something that made me agree with that even more. It was when they asked him about it either at the end of the race or the beginning of the race. He made a comment, I just want to thank NBC and all these guys to let me do this and let me have this chance. Kind of almost like leading toward that where maybe you're right. Maybe there's something to do with broadcast.
I think so.
So that very well could be. Which because I was kind of thinking, I'm like, he doesn't.
So weird.
He's not bad. He's actually
No, he's
pretty
in the
solid-
playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Why
good.
would you just be like, "Oh, I'm in the playoffs"? Bye.
Deuces.
Go
Yeah.
out on the top, bro.
Okay, I mean there is a chance he's out of the playoffs. Like next week's the last week, but he's
He's gonna win
plus
next week.
50 laps or plus 50 points. Like he's pretty much locked in. Unless
Yeah.
he laps or wrecks lap 1,
Yeah.
it's pretty much locked.
The Phoenix race, the final race for NASCAR is sold out
That's
for the
cool.
whole weekend,
That's
right?
not surprising.
Is that the whole weekend or is that just
The
the
cup
race?
for sure. The Xfinity and truck were very limited last I checked, like a week or so ago.
Okay. So
Yeah.
pretty,
Dude,
that's pretty
Does
surprised
this
me.
include all of Rattlesnake Hill?
Totally sold out.
The whole hill.
Yep. I don't know about the hill. It just said sold out.
I will be judging this during championship weekend because every time I see a camera angle, it's empty.
Idiot. Moving on. It's because there's snakes up there, bro.
I mean, would you
Okay.
Are
stay
you
up there?
gonna go up there?
With a shotgun. Can I?
You
Yeah,
can't.
it's
Phoenix.
Arizona.
I can bring something to protect myself. A samurai sword? Just
Samurai swords are not good.
How are you gonna take that on the plane?
I'll buy it there.
I was gonna say, you
I'll
just buy one
it
there.
Put it on the top of the mountain
This
with a
sounds
flag.
like a lot of work to just sit in the
It's
grandstand.
Arizona, man. It's Wild West.
All right.
But is it sold
Moving
out?
on.
Moving on with that random topic, Larson racing the 500 and the Indy 500 is now confirmed. He is going to attempt the double, weather pending.
I will not be going.
Attempt 2.
Sorry.
I
I'm counting that one out.
We're going to Charlotte instead.
I think we're one and done.
I think
for a
we're one
while.
and done.
Might do it again.
I'd rather go to Charlotte.
Same.
It was a phenomenal facility. The
It
activities
was a
were
fun
great.
day.
Everything
It
was,
was a
great.
fun weekend.
The racing was very subpar. Watch it on TV. Sorry.
I think it's
That's
better.
my
on,
opinion.
I think it's better on TV.
100%.
The question
Might
that
be
I
a
keep,
hot take, but that's how we both
Racing
felt.
in person, better on TV.
I don't remember who brought
It was
this
not
up.
nearly as loud as I thought it was gonna be.
Nope.
I don't
That
remember
was kind of
who.
disappointing.
I don't remember who brought this up, but
wasn't
someone
disappointed.
mentioned something about what if something happens again similar to this year? Do you award the waiver again?
Nope.
Hendrick
Yeah.
has
That will not
already.
happen.
So I was gonna make this comment. Hendrick has already come out and said, Rick Hendrick, they will absolutely be there for the start of the Coke 600.
Okay. We'll see how long
Even
that lasts.
even if Kyle Larson is leading and has to leave.
Absolutely not.
I will be,
I
I will be
completely
surprised.
Yeah.
Disbelieve that.
If Kyle Larson was leading the Indy 500,
You went.
He ain't
What are you
leaving.
gonna do?
Win the day.
Give up.
Indy 500.
So go for your Indy 500 win or win a questionable.
Start
legitimate NASCAR championship.
Indy 500. Rick Hendrick will forever have.
I would prefer him to stay.
I would too.
Yeah, I think so.
Kyle
too.
Larson's got plenty of years to win.
He got plenty of
NASCAR
money.
championship.
Yeah,
He's already got
100%.
one for sure. I mean, he has one. So I
Yeah.
mean, like he's
Oh,
already.
That's a good point. He already has the one.
He already has a championship.
You don't have an Indy 500 yet.
Yep. So it's another check.
But he's never won the Daytona 500 like Austin Dillon.
So my question is, stop. I don't think we'll ever win
Womp
that.
womp.
So my question is, who else is going to be running this?
I mean,
Indy
Austin
500?
Dillon is just
'Cause
as good as Dale Earnhardt. They both have a Daytona 500.
Ryan Blaney.
Oh, dude, look at
I'm
Matt won't
ignoring
even
his
give me
entire
a.
thing.
JP talking smack out here, bro. You
So
won't
I'm-
risk
I'm
a
curious
snake
what that
bite
meant.
for NASCAR.
Ryan
What a bunch
Blaney
of casuals.
is also very openly said he would love to run the Indy 500.
That's gonna happen.
If it is a Ryan Blaney Kyle Larson showdown, how do you think Larson's gonna be like? Yeah, I'll just park it. and go back to Charlotte."
Ryan Blaney doesn't. I don't think he'll run like Kyle Larson does.
I think Ryan
Kyle
Blaney
Busch?
is
Kyle Busch?
Penske's favorite boy. I think he would. If
he'll
anyone's got to
he'll
say over
run it, but I don't think he'll be that competitive.
he'll be in a Roger Penske car.
A fourth Roger Penske.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
By
but
the way, who won the championship today? with
it was a
IndyCar?
Penske car. I don't know.
Pato.
No, I think it was Chip Ganassi.
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know.
Really?
I think so. I
Chip
don't know.
won or something?
Again,
It's been a long time.
we'll go into that.
It's
Maybe
been a
we go
while.
into a rant.
I don't have a rant.
You want to do a
ready.
rant?
I don't know. Do we have one?
Why the hell
Welcome
during
to
the
the rant.
NASCAR playoffs is IndyCar running their championship at the exact same freaking time?
That's so dumb.
It's really
Both
dumb.
are shown on NBC.
So this is our
one
rant
is at
section.
3:00. One is at 3:10. What
And
are we
Nashville has lights. Your
What are we
championship finale should be running right now under the lights.
Yeah. Because we'd be we wouldn't
Or-
we wouldn't be watching it,
NFL.
but a lot of people would be. That is why.
Okay, but you have nobody from the NASCAR audience watching. If you're a motorsports person like myself, I'm not an NFL fan. If the NBC coverage of the IndyCar race was on right now, I'd be watching. But I can't because it ran and finished the same time as the Cup race.
Who won?
I don't know.
Who won
I
the
didn't
Cup
watch.
race?
Who won the Cup race?
Yeah.
Will Powell. Nah,
I think Busher won.
nah, I don't know. Yeah,
Busher won
Busher.
Nashville.
Barely knew her.
All right.
Barely
Oh
knew
my
him.
gosh. So Alex
Look
is,
at that. Y'all read that?
no.
See what that says?
JFB.
JFB, stop entitling
Don't.
this
You
man.
don't know what you're doing.
You don't understand.
You're creating this.
Thank you,
This
JB.
will
I
go
agree.
on
I
for
don't
the
know what you're
next
talking
three-
about, but I
3
agree.
weeks,
Ugh.
please.
Yeah.
JFB said I was right.
He's
JFB said I was right.
He's insufferable when he's right.
And
All right.
also, JFB, no, I will not risk a snake bite for NASCAR. That's
y'all
where
don't know.
I draw the line personally.
Matt is legit terrified of snakes.
That's my fear.
Terrified.
It's either like people got clowns, bugs, spiders, or even crabs, which is weird enough. Snakes are 100% the problem. How do they move without legs? I don't know. It's weird.
You ever seen him climb a tree?
You should talk to
I
Robert.
have. I'm terrified.
You should
I
talk.
did it.
You should talk to Robert and get his math equation. Maybe you can figure out how they walk without legs.
I believe in Mr. Bill, Pastor Bill. So they're part of the fall. Snakes are part of the fall. You don't believe that? Sorry.
Anyway, moving on. So I'm assuming this is Alex Bowman in rumors.
Yes.
So we're in the rumors section now. So to be clear, these are rumors.
rumors.
Alex Bowman
Rumors.
is
You can put my
out
name on it. It's fine.
in
I'll be the
25
first to
unless
announce
he
it.
goes on a tear.
So
This has been going on
from
for a
what we
while.
know. Yeah, everybody knows about this, right?
kinda dropped
and
the beans
it's
last-
kind of
last
been
week.
it's kind of been dismissed this week, like pretty hard, especially last week with media day. But from what we're hearing from the persons that we know inside the garage, they're saying that Justin Haley is signed for 25 for Hendrick Motorsports, and then DBC confirmed it, saying that
DBC
Hendrick Motorsports has 5
They,
drivers.
I was saying they didn't
confirmed-
confirm
signed.
that it was Haley. They just confirmed
That's true.
a fifth,
That's true.
a fifth
There
driver.
are 5 drivers.
They have. Well, I think what DB say they have more than
More than 4. So it could
But
be.
Hendrick doesn't have an Xfinity or truck program, so
I can't imagine it's more than 5.
no, I don't think so. I think they've signed
you got,
Justin
Ro?
Haley for 25.
100%.
But I do think if Alex Bowman does go on a tear,
I think Byron's out.
by
Sorry. No, I don't. Daytona 500 champ.
it's gotten to that point in the podcast where Matt has fallen off the wagon.
Anyway,
but-
what were you saying?
No, so I mean, so the rumor is the next rumor is Corey LaJoie is going to go to the 51 and Haley's going to the 7, which is a Chevy.
Yeah, the 7 is a
in
Chevy.
anticipation of the 48 ride in 26.
Yep.
and LaJoy is just going to find a ride wherever he can.
I mean, it kind of makes. I mean, I don't know,
Corey
I
LaJoy is
think-
going to go to the 51 and make it look like Rick Ware took 2 steps back.
dude. Right?
Sorry, Mitch.
Sorry, Mitch.
Might flip a few times. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't.
He'll probably run like top 15 to super.
What's up with
Speedways.
all these people who are losing rides deciding to finish top 10s? It's almost like your job matters. It's kind of wild.
Funny how that works. Another rumors. There is no. This isn't really a rumor. No charter update. Hamlin says they have not even talked to NASCAR yet. Since,
So, if you
before.
don't know, the
don't
charter
know,
agreement
now
was
you know.
last week, the Friday before Darlington. They sent it out to the teams, gave them a 6-hour window, sign the charter or sign the
Else.
agreement or lose your charters. And 2 teams didn't sign, Front Row and 2311. Denny Hamlin did say this weekend that NASCAR has not even talked to him, reached out, nothing.
That's because they lost their
There's been-
charters.
They already
There's-
canceled
There's no point in talking to them. Charter's gone, brother.
I mean, at this point, like I feel like
Well-
2311 pretty much just has to be like, all right, it's fine. Like
I
because
don't-
like,
I-
what are they going to do?
There's nothing to do.
What are they
your
gonna
only
negotiate?
Your
I
only
think-
play left is to try to take him to court. But I don't think there's enough evidence
I
to
think-
say that the charters were ever going to be franchises, and NASCAR took them away.
Yeah, but in the meantime,
But was there
'Cause
intent?
co-
Took them away in like an unethical
okay,
manner.
but let's just
There's
hypothetically
not
follow
enough
that.
information for that.
If let's say they do that, what happens? Because that's not going to be something
Okay.
that's decided in a couple months.
I want to
No.
jump into this.
So what- do they keep
you're
racing?
talking about a year. No, they'd have to race his open
okay,
charters.
but so they will race
But
is open.
Yes.
if they do concede
Yes.
and give a little bit more to the negotiation of what 2311 wants, the only option left for 2311 is to go to court or try to hold out for a couple months and hope NASCAR reaches out and reaches
And
out.
that won't happen.
The only thing is the negative publicity of Michael Jordan suing NASCAR.
That's a big deal.
Because it won't be Denny Hamlin,
It'll
2311.
be-
It'll be
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's NASCAR team sues NASCAR.
That's the
you guys
bigger-
are not
That's the
looking big
headlines.
enough. Michael Jordan is trying to destroy NASCAR.
Stop.
No, I'm straight up. He wants them to open up their books, make everything open to the public. It's going to cripple the franchise. He's going to buy it all. Michael Jordan will own NASCAR.
All right, stop. Too much.
That's what I think.
That's why this is
I
in
think
the
it's
ru-
going big.
That's
No,
why
I
this
think-
is
I
in the
think
rumors.
they-
I think
I
it's
think-
going big.
I think they're not afraid to go to court because it's negative publicity against NASCAR, and NASCAR has to open their books.
Exactly.
NASCAR does not want to open their books.
Exactly.
They make $1 billion a year,
Exactly.
and they don't want anybody to know about it.
And Michael Jordan is going to win it all.
So it's crazy. It's really crazy.
And let's just say it's not that far of a stretch.
I think they're just going to end up signing it.
Okay.
I think it's going to
DJ,
come down.
that's not the fun pick.
No, I agree, but I think it's going to come
boring.
down to the last minute, and they're just going to sign it.
let's do this around the table. What is your real prediction of what's going to happen? Your best guess, because that's all we can do is guess.
Honestly, I think they're going to sign it. I think they're going to wait.
No changes to the agreement. They'll sign it.
Yep.
2311 will fold
Yep.
and sign it.
100%.
Matt,
No, don't go to me next.
Jeff,
I was gonna tell you to go to him.
All right, go to me. Okay,
Fine,
so
jeez.
my actual prediction of what's going to happen is this is going to play out to the very last moment. This is going to be
I agree.
December before anyone figures anything out. I think NASCAR is going to come out with a revised list and say, listen, this is where we're at. Sign it or take it. I think everyone's going to sign it.
But you have teams that are.
But-
you have 13 teams that have already signed.
They're going to send out a new one. Last contract.
So I'm
null and
with you.
void.
I think
But-
they're going to send out.
But if that does not happen, I see this going all the way over. Not 2311 not signing. They're going to quote unquote lose their charter, right? It's going to be an open season. It's going to open up the books. Everything's going to be crazy and wild.
so
Who knows where it's going to go from there? It's going to be lawyers and lawsuits and all this nonsense for billions.
but there's
of
no
dollars.
ground to stand on.
No.
Just no.
The charter,
It's a
the
hypo-
only thing that
It's always
charter,
been a hypothetical.
the only thing the charter was ever guaranteed is a starting position and money at the end of the year based off of where you finished. That's all the charter was. But Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin viewed
You know
it
who
as
will jump on
a
this?
franchise.
You know who would jump on this? RCR.
No,
They just took away a playoff spot. From
no,
them.
they will not. They signed
100%.
they signed it.
And they arguably, possibly called him
All
a
right,
dictatorship.
so you
Whatever.
think they're going to fold? Do you think 2311 is going to fold?
I think it will be last
You think there
minute,
may
but
be
yeah.
a renegotiation? I think there will be a renegotiation, and then NASCAR there'll be one more attempt. They'll sit down probably with Michael Jordan in the room,
December.
and
Christmas
I
Day.
agree. It'll
Don't
be
make it
it'll
some
be
stupid
after
day
the
like
I do
Christmas
season.
think it'll
Day.
be last minute.
It'll be after the season, before the charters expire. They'll renegotiate, and whatever that new renegotiation is, they'll move the benchmark a little closer to what 2311 wants, because you can't afford to not have Michael
They'll
Jordan.
make it a fair deal.
You can't not have Michael Jordan.
No.
So, and then what they'll do is they'll take that deal, because it's a different deal than all the other teams signed. They'll have to extend it to all the other teams.
My one argument on
They'll
that
have to.
is you said you can't have Michael Jordan. NBC's decided we don't need Dale Jr.
I mean, you make a good point.
I mean,
That's
come
fair.
on.
That's
The
fair.
sport's still going. We got Lee Duffy, which we love.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan reaches outside fans.
That's my only
I'll
argument
say
to
it
that.
like this. I mean, Jake, pretty much, I'm on the same wavelength as you, but I think the other option, if not that, I mean, we all know that NASCAR is, if anything, is stubborn. So,
think?
I mean,
yeah.
I
They're a
can see,
dictatorship.
yeah, pretty much.
Quote unquote.
But
RCO.
I see.
You see that video from Kenny Wallace from his YouTube channel? Rick Mast, I think, did a video. He's like, I don't know what y'all expected. NASCAR has always been a dictatorship and will be.
Yeah.
That's how they've always been.
It's not wrong.
It's our house. It's our sandbox. If you want to play,
You play
we'll
by our
invite
rules.
you, and you got to play by my rules.
I would like to think.
If we decide not to invite you, that's on you.
Yeah. I would like to think
They've
that,
always operated like that. Always.
Yeah, I'd like to think that they would do that, considering it's Michael Jordan, and then like it's a big deal marketing wise on their end. But also, I do kind of believe that it could be a battle of the wills of just like who's just not going to speak to each other, like, or who's going to reach out first, who's going to.
Oh, it'll definitely be
it'll be a
silence.
it'll be a game of the wills for a while, and then I agree, it could be even as late as early January, in my opinion. And I think if you don't have something coming up by January where you're kind of at that point where you're
No, you
prepping,
can't wait till January.
or
has to
December
be
December
December
31st.
Oh, that's right.
The
You're right.
charters
Never mind.
expire.
You're right.
Week
You're
of
right. I
Christmas.
forgot that it's on. Yeah. So even
And
if it's
NASCAR
late,
might be
even
like,
then, if
hey,
it's late
you don't want
December,
your man. Now that I'm really thinking about what you're saying,
even if
and
it's
really what
December,
you're saying, NASCAR might be like, yeah, Michael Waltrip decided not to be a part.
well, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry, Michael Waltrip, Michael Jordan.
I know what you mean.
He decided to not be a part.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm kind of saying. If they are a dictatorship,
We gave him a deal,
then,
and he decided.
It's
Everybody
two
else
open
signed.
charters.
He decided
Five
not to
mil
join.
each. Take them.
like NASCAR holds
Hey, you
the
know what?
power
I
to
hope
squeeze.
2311 doesn't sign, so Dale Jr. Can become a team owner in the Cup Series.
There you go. 5 mil. You're in.
Oof.
That would be a wild,
That would be awesome.
That'd be
Denny-
a wild turn of
Denny
events.
Hamlin, do not sign.
But I mean, honestly, though, like NASCAR does kind of hold the power, and Michael Jordan can use whatever influence he has to not sign as long as possible or whatever.
I don't think it
But either
matters.
it's going to come to a point where, like, I mean, if they want to race under charters, they're going to have to sign. They're going to have to.
I
concede.
think
So.
NASCAR and the France family think they're the biggest fish in the pond. They don't care who else is in there.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be so interesting
NASCAR
the next couple
NASCAR
months.
This is
Doesn't-
this is
I
gonna be
feel
wild.
like I feel like we'll be like a month into the off season and it's been crickets and nothing's ever happened, and all of a sudden like some big news will drop like December 17th.
NASCAR folds.
We're gonna have to do an
going
emergency.
to court
We'll have to do an emergency podcast or
Oh
something.
yeah.
with no information.
Well, the problem is our. Never mind. I won't go into that.
2311 signs, no other information.
Goodbye.
See y'all in February.
All right, so let's move on to our question of the week.
Drafty
Sponsor-
car.
I did just kind of
Question
like
of the
copy
week.
and paste it. I did not even read it or edit it.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
I got it right here.
All right, so this is our question of the week, sponsored by Drafty Car, the best racing game on the Android or Apple Play Store.
It is
It's not the
second
Apple
best
Play Store.
behind iRacing across all platforms.
Yeah, but iRacing.
That's
is
wild.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Congratulations. That's impressive.
You've beat Gran Turismo, Forza,
Yeah.
all of them.
Oh, for sure.
You're
I have
the
way
best.
more fun on Drafty
Need for
Car.
Speed, all of them.
By the way, I'm in severe debt. Please help.
Please help.
Once again, I am asking for
Uh,
help.
I took out
I was gonna say, can we
220,000.
can we make a is there like a way we can have multiplayer where we can like send loans to each other? Like, hey,
Have
Jake,
y'all
Can
can
you
we
had-
sign
I
this $200,000 loan for me?
I need a
Appreciate that.
charter.
Can we form
I need a
alliances with
charter
race
agreement.
teams, please?
Have y'all made it to the Cup Series?
No.
No.
It's rough.
Ouch.
I just took out
Every
two.
time
I'm
I get
afraid
the
to
truck,
race the Cup. I just want to go back to Xfinity. Every day I feel closer and closer to DGM. Like, yeah, we get top 20, positive money. Good day.
Arca,
right?
Arca.
Before we get into the question, I just want to say
25,000.
I took out a loan for $120,000, like that one like company
Where
that
you went to
offered it
school?
to you. So I took it, and then literally the next race, I was back in debt. I wasn't even more debt, but it was that one like it was that one company that reached out. Was like, okay, you already took out a loan. Best I can do is like 50 grand. And at like 36 APR, 36% APR,
All right,
or something like that.
all right, here's the
It was
real question.
wild.
Here's the
Oh
real.
my god!
It was something like that. I was like,
Here's
Hold
the.
on. Let's all look
They
up.
offered me $110,000 loan for 1.8%.
Hey guys, pull up your drafty car. I want to know how much debt you guys
You
have.
need to join.
Right
I
now,
tell
I'm
them
debt-free.
no.
I did tell him no. I'm like,
Wait, okay, so here's the real drafty car question of the week. What's the most debt you've been in so far?
Not much.
120 and I paid it
110.
off.
the most I've been in at
110,
one
120.
time was 250. 250,000.
About 120,
Ooh,
somewhere around there.
y'all make me feel bad.
I am currently
Oh, what's
105, but I have
my worst
75K.
was
Sorry,
my
no,
worst
shake
was
it.
650.
Oh my god! No,
Toxic.
I currently have 105, but I have 75,000. I'm just kind of waiting until the end of the year. To
I'm currently at
Paid
two.
off.
yeah.
I'm currently at 220.
Oh,
That's not bad.
Cup Series is rough.
Dude,
Where am I
imagine
at?
winning a race and
I really
make-
need in
imagine
drafty
winning a
car. I
race-
really do need a charter so I can get that end of the year payout money.
All right, so I ain't gonna lie. I am $100,000 in debt, but I have $130,000 sitting in my bank, so
pay
I
that.
could pay it off.
What series are you up to?
Trucks. I'm still in trucks.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played that much to be honest.
You know how much it costs when you wreck a cup car?
80 grand. Thanks.
How much do you
owner.
make if you win though?
Not 80.
90. I think you make 90 for a win. It's not fair. So
Bro, you
I
make
stick
80
in
for a
Arca.
win just for you to be 600, like
Listen,
$600,000.
I stick in Arca.
That's crazy.
to DNF your car in Arca is $6,000. To win, it's like 30,000.
So if you
So you're making 6 times your car off of one win.
let's say you finish mid 30s because you wrecked out, pays 12 grand, and you take an $80,000.
I think it's accurate to the actual Cup Series though.
Oh
Probably.
my gosh,
Probably
JFB. Imagine
Yeah.
if Conor McGregor bought a charter. That would be the funniest thing.
Everyone would be like, "Who the is this guy?
Who's that guy?
Freak is that guy?"
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Matt.
That would be hilarious. All right, on to the actual question, so we can actually
You
get
see
there.
you see my car name?
Is that you or me? Yeah, that's me. I'm good at race.
Oh my god.
You're not.
All right,
So my car names and one more thing, my car names and drafty car are me and Matt Nick's names from the infield.
oh jeez.
Yeah.
We can't say them on air.
Come to Daytona. Hang out with us, everybody.
Yep.
You can find
All
out.
right, back to the drafty car question of the week.
Anyway,
So do you think NASCAR pays attention to what fans say on social media, and do you think that they take that stuff into consideration when looking at rule changes, or do you think they just do whatever they want regardless of what fans want?
they used to, but they
Which
don't
one?
now.
No, you're so wrong.
You're
They
out of your
absolutely-
mind.
No, they
if
never.
You don't think so.
No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to
Oh,
cause
okay.
Oh,
controversy.
don't flip now.
No, I was
Stand
just
your
trying-
ground.
I was just trying to cause controversy.
Wait, which one were you saying?
Well,
I would
argue
give you a
it.
choice
Oh,
of two.
Be the devil's
Oh no,
advocate.
I was saying they used to.
Used to do what? Do what they want, or
That was
they
the
listen to
fastest
us?
no,
crack
they
under pressure I've ever
they
seen.
used to listen, but now they don't.
Give me
But
a
like
piece of
that was,
cake.
I was just causing trouble. But no, they never listen. They're addicted.
No, I think NASCAR 100% listens to the podcast. They listen, maybe not ours, probably not ours.
No, they listen to ours.
No, definitely.
Maybe 90%.
1000%.
JFB, who are you?
I
They
was
listen
called to the
to-
holler once.
Oh, okay. They wanted an autograph.
Yeah, that was what it was.
No, they 100% listen to people's outroar. Twitter is a huge thing.
Yep.
You want something changed. You don't like something to happen in a race. You just blast it and keep blasting and blasting and blasting. NASCAR will change it.
To me,
And I 100% believe that due to the Austin Dillon thing. I was not a believer until Austin Dillon.
To me, the believer was when
Bubba
Bubba
Wallace.
Wallace. Yep.
Ooh.
That was the one for me.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
like
good.
a normal thing. I mean, I said for sure that I think he should get penalized. I was part of the group, but then now that I've seen
Shame.
like I
Seen
don't
it
know
happen
now,
more
now that
often.
I've kind of opened my eyes up to it, I'm like, okay, I've seen way worse, and you didn't penalize them.
Yeah.
Like,
But
so-
it was Bubba Wallace
But what exactly? And the outcry was loud.
because it's Bubba Wallace.
So I think there's definitely a bias towards that.
yeah, no, I completely think
Jeff, what do you
believe it.
think?
I was
Change your
about to
mind.
say something way too far outside the pocket for the podcast.
Here we go, dude. Every time we go to you, it's like I
Y'all
was about
should
to
play
say something
Call of
so-
Duty
so
with Jeff.
sorry.
It's wild.
No,
Yeah.
Call of Duty with you is wild.
With me,
Especially after you've had some of the
not me.
some of
Hey,
the apple
anyone,
juice.
jump on our Discord.
Yeah, it's fun.
No.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I'm okay.
the same
I'm not bad
online
on Call
Discord.
of Duty until you put me on Search and Destroy. Then it's all bets are off.
Are you like James Hetfield?
No, I
No, Jake just likes to
Jake
go
is-
into game chat and just yell at people that speak different languages.
if you wanna
What?
experience.
No, that's Josh.
You did it too.
No, Josh get on there yelling at people in Spanish.
That's
It's
'cause
the
he
funniest
speaks
thing I've ever
Spanish.
seen. Josh's brother speed. So funny.
Speed.
That is really funny.
We're
Nah,
like,
bro.
Josh, what did he say?
Translate.
I called someone an El Stupido, and he's like, "Oh, El Stupido, eh?" I was like, "Okay,
Bro.
easy, buddy."
Well,
And
the funny-
he murked us. He took us out.
The funniest one was when we had some English guy in our lobby. You remember that, Jake? The
Sorry.
English guy.
Oh, I called him Harry Potter.
Oh, that's wild.
So then
I made they're in the
God.
room.
So he called him Harry Potter. Then I was like, "Oh, you have a hand-me-down skin. You must be a Weasley."
Yo, that's crazy. Nah, dude.
No, seriously, if y'all ever want to jump on
Search
Call of
and-
Duty with us, like,
Call
you
of
just
Duty's
join the
pretty
chat.
wild.
We'll
Search
be
and
on there.
Destroy is unhinged because between rounds you,
Oh, you
can
can
talk
talk.
to the other team, and it's just bro, it's so bad.
Toxic.
It's so bad.
Anywho,
Anyway, so yes, in short, we think they listen to fans and social outcry.
Can I get my
When it's
second
convenient
rant
for
of the
them.
week?
Oh my gosh, Jake, go ahead.
It's for this section.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Start the
what
section.
Call of Duty?
No, the next section.
Go ahead. What's your rant?
The race preview for next week.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting on
They
you.
got rid of the best race of the whole weekend at Bristol.
What?
Modifieds?
Bristol?
We swapped the modifieds for ARCA.
Yeah, what was up with that?
That is so terrible. That modified race at Bristol was incredible, and
No
we
bueno.
traded it for ARCA. I guess we'll
No me
watch
gusta.
Connor Zilic kill everybody on Thursday. Just
Figuratively, not actually killing people.
all right. I mean, okay.
Listen, AI doesn't understand. Okay.
All right. That's true. That's true. Anyways, Bristol's gonna be exciting next week.
Yeah, You excited?
Playoff standings are crazy right
Are
now.
you excited?
I think Brad's gonna win it.
I'm kind of in my feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
He's gonna cry. Everybody.
Kind of sad
Why?
because Dale Jr. said it's gonna be probably his last race.
Probably
He
was the
said
key
that
word there.
like 4 years ago.
He also said that.
No,
when he
but
left
you
Cup.
could tell when he said it on the podcast, it was like, this is probably it. And especially since the 88 has a full-time ride next year.
Sad.
Probably going to be it.
Darn you,
Bro,
Connor.
Jake said about Dale Jr. and it being his last race. Meanwhile, he's
experienced this,
bopping
like,
around to
every
different
year.
drivers every year. Like it's nothing.
Oh.
Do you even
Silence
have
is
a
different.
change
Change
driver?
drivers like you do shirts.
I
man.
don't-
At least
Last I knew,
he was
bro.
a worst
At least,
fan.
at least I'll bop
At
around.
least I can go to bed at night knowing I never fell asleep during a race.
I've seen you sleeping during ARCA races.
Well, that's different. That's ARCA. That's not a race.
Bro,
That's not
That's
really
not
a
a
race.
You know how many times I've walked into this basement just to see Jake on the couch, like, passed out, bro?
Just like that.
Just like
Anyways.
that.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Bristol should be pretty fun. I mean, if the tire, it's supposed to be pretty cool.
the
There's
same
actually a
t-
cold
same
snap
tire
coming
as
through
last time,
Tennessee
right?
next week.
Same tire
Yeah.
as last time we were
Yeah,
there.
and the race should be in the 60s.
No, they have no formula for that. That tire was a mystery.
They say that.
They do say it's the same tire, and the weather's going to be in the 60s. It'll be a little bit warmer by about about mid 50s when we went.
No, it was warmer than that. 70s.
No, it was. We were wearing our jackets. It was kind of chilly.
With the breeze,
Nate,
70, no
Nate
sun.
got cold, so
For us, we're Florida boys. Like, it's got to be 85 plus to not wear a jacket.
Anyway,
all right, that's a bit much.
That's a
Anyways, so it
big
should be cold. So
exaggeration.
it may
like
have the
90
same
in here
effect
right
of
now.
like a really high wear racetrack. Maybe they're gonna put resin on again.
See?
let's,
If
hope,
it-
interesting.
let's hope we have a
It
repeat.
might go to Monday.
They're-
Martin might
Okay,
go
you
to-
want to hear something really messed
Oh.
up? Truck practice is on like Thursday, right?
Yeah.
What is it? No, Xfinity practice. One of the series, their practice is on the day before, and then the next morning they're putting the resin on before their race. I was like, what?
Good luck to your practice time.
I was like, that's kind of rude.
Yeah, right.
Golly.
We're gonna put the resin on after.
I'm
you
pretty sure it's a
practice.
truck race. I was
Why
like,
would they do
that's kind of
that?
wild.
but why?
Why not just do it before?
They can do it right now.
This
Right
is-
now, they
this
could
is-
be putting
this is-
resin on.
This is NASCAR. This is what
It's their
this is what they
sandbox.
do.
You know
They
what,
do what they
Michael?
wanna do.
Open up the books. We're tired of this.
Anyways, I'm
Kuzman-
excited for Bristol.
Kuzman is said he is going to Vegas for sure.
How can you go to
that's cool.
Vegas and not Daytona?
I think
because
I think
it's probably
he was,
closer to
he
him.
said he had a reason. I think there was a reason.
Oh, I can't.
I think his wife's going.
It was something about his wife. They're going for a trip, or Kuzman,
I think
you
his
can tell
wife's
us you don't
staying
have
at the
to.
casino and he's going to the racetrack.
That's probably more accurate.
That's how my trip to Vegas would go.
Yeah.
Should be super sweet. Kuzman, if you do go, on a side note, my wife wants to go to the Vegas and the Vegas race as well. So let me know where might be some good spots to get some tickets. I wouldn't mind to know.
Who's y'all's pick for next week? Win the race.
Where are we going?
Bristol.
Oh,
Night race, Saturday night. Cool weather, 60 degrees.
it's not even a question.
Brad
Brad.
Keselowski.
Keselowski, brothers. Let's go.
I
All
said
in. Number
win.
6. Back-to-back RFK wins. Let's do it.
I said win, not finish 17th.
Oh, then don't pick the 11.
I was
Because
good.
he's been on
Jeff?
he's been on a roll.
I hate to say it, but like the favorites, obviously.
Don't
Hamlin.
say it.
I mean, it is what it
TJ?
is. I mean,
Mr. Nine Knuckle.
I'll just to have something different. I'll say Reddick.
Hey,
That's a good choice.
That was my second pick.
that's a good choice.
yeah.
Well, Reddick was my
If you
second.
picked Hamlin, I was going to
Reddick's
feel
always good.
obligated to pick somebody else.
Well, Hamlin was what I would
Hamlin's
have
out
picked.
round
But
of
just to be
16.
different, I was like,
it is
Reddick.
It is what it is.
All right,
it on
so
the
Jake,
table.
pick a different one.
Ross Chastain.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Okay.
honestly,
It's a wasted
since he
pick.
shaved his
It's a
beard,
wasted pick.
he
Honestly,
showed up.
Rex?
Denny Hamlin's going to win this race.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Too much faith.
I think it's likely.
Too much faith.
I told you,
Mr.
when we
Good.
go to Bristol, the number one diecast I'm looking for is an 11.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find him everywhere.
Probably.
What's going to be funny is
Everyone's gonna be selling
you need to
them.
wear all your Ross gear. Try to find Denny and get him to sign.
I'd be like,
a
it's me again, bro.
It's me again. I want you to sign your card now.
I might have a avenue to get
Cruz-
VIP passes.
Kuzman out here. We just so happen to have a trip planned.
You know,
Really wasn't
happened.
playing.
All right.
That's what we do.
I did that with my wife. It worked the first
Conveniently.
4 times. It doesn't work anymore. Now she knows if I suggest a trip, she looks up the NASCAR schedule.
Hey,
I was like, have you ever been to
that's
Phoenix
funny.
in November? I heard it's
What
nice.
a coincidence.
Jake's over here like, hey, Lindsay, what about we go to New York and say, early September? I don't know, like
Bro, it don't work anymore.
that could be
I'm telling
fun.
you, it worked
Didn't
a couple
you see
times.
Joey Logano win? Who'd you see win at Phoenix? Was it Larson?
I think
Larson.
it
You
was.
saw Larson?
Larson.
Oh, okay.
That was last year, right?
2020.
Blaney was last year.
21.
Oh, yeah, it was 22.
Yeah,
Nope, 22 was 22. It's
yeah,
21.
22. Yeah, it was 21.
22 was in 22. 12 was in 23.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
Yep. So that means it's going to be the 24 and 24.
Dang. I'll never go back to Phoenix. Not
say
the
that.
racetrack. Racetrack's amazing. There's no grass in Phoenix, Arizona.
many
No,
rattlesnakes.
none. There's none.
It's kind of depressing.
No, it's literally all rock and dirt.
I've seen Breaking Bad.
I got back
know.
home and I could
No,
not
that's
believe the
different town.
world was that green.
Same part
It's
of the
very
earth.
similar. Anyway, all right. So, anything else you guys want to say before wrapping up or anything? Definitely talk about the Discord again.
Yes, Discord. We brought that up already. We started our Here for the Speed Discord. It's for all race fans, created by race fans, for anyone to jump on throughout the week. Drop any information you guys see, any
Memes.
news, anywhere you're going, send photos, send
all that
information.
stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Everything's
That's
great.
awesome.
We're here just to talk and communicate. Me and Jake try to jump on it probably the most. We do not get notifications. We got to figure that part out. So
We might not reply right away.
yeah,
but
jump
we'll
on
try.
Discord. Let us know
We do
during the
read it.
race. Any race, we'll be there to check it out.
You can also get updates on a lot of our social posts and stuff like that as well for there.
Yep.
So.
Yes, there's a
Well,
lot of cool stuff on
yeah.
there.
And
We're
there's gonna
just
be-
now figuring it out.
There's going to be more. We're probably talking about doing some like jumping in the voice chats and stuff like that, maybe during some of the races and stuff like that. So
Yes.
definitely keep an eye out on that. Definitely hit that up. It's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you guys. It's been fun. We'll see you guys next week.
Probably
After-
Sunday.
Probably.
Peace out.
See ya.